Sam, we're playing some blue, white, green Helm. You're right. Alright, we're on the play. Not much action, but it seems good, right? Astrolabe can redraw, counter spell. I'm gonna keep this. I don't know how to play blue decks, by the way, folks. I'm just testing it. Doesn't have much action, but hopefully this redraw can help. We're on the play as well, it's not too bad. Action, please? Lee, are you feeling okay? Someone redeemed some points. Pokey, you're hilarious. I know. Someone has redeemed points on my channel, and I have to abide by my fans, my audience, and I have decided to play the list. That's a good joke, but 100%, I do not. I do not play Force of Will decks, or Astrolabes or cantrips. You should have seen me the awkward time when I had to brainstorm for the first time in paper. I was like trying to be fancy and do the grab of the library, and I ended up just putting it on the table, going, "That's 3 cards, okay." And like, how many do I put back? Could have been miracles, exactly. All right, he's playing Shadow. Good to see you here, Pokey. I always enjoy watching you, mate. Thank you for the follow, Jax MTG. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Cloud Post clan. Oh, someone's making me dab. Alright, there you go. Thank you for the follow, JX Cloud. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you for the follow, Pokey. There's some more dabs for everyone. Alright, first thing, blue Shadow. Thoughtseize? I think... Oh, so many follows. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, my dudes. Yes, he did. I was actually watching. I wasn't watching you, but I was watching you and your record. I think I'm gonna force this because, like, actually no, wait. He's probably gonna take Rest in Peace or Force, and then we're stuck with a Dead Force. So I guess we force this. I don't know how to play blue decks, by the way, folks. I have no idea how to play blue decks. I wouldn't force. Okay, 100% wrong, man. My bad. I don't know how to play blue white these decks, man. I just want to cast my Rest in Peace, man. D2 is very good. Wait, whoa. Did I get raided? Oh, JX Cloud hosted me. Oh, thank you. I was like, why is there 72 people watching me now? Thanks. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. This is a big bump in my viewership here. Appreciate it, my dude. We'll go ahead and play that. Thank you for the host and the raid. I love the Legacy community. They're amazing here, man. Oh, he's just painting himself? Okay. Okay, we have an awkward hand here. I just didn't want to give him my hand. Alex is one of my friends in real life. And the guy is an insane player. I've seen him go back to back, like, you know, just take down PPCQs in all type of formats. I think he mostly plays Eternal. Seen him play Standard here and there, but the guy is insane at Magic. Big Shark. Alright, there's a Shadow. Hoping for that Swords. Okay, Ice-Fang's great. Hopefully we can surprise him. Also can back up Force. Also one single Snow Forest. I guess we could fetch. Yeah, it blocks pretty well. Is there anything double white? Don't fetch? Okay, is there anything double white? I have a lab, I know. Is there anything double white that I need to be aware of? Okay. Okay, yeah, Brainstorm. Yeah, gotcha. Not main. Okay. I guess I can take one. He can fetch and shock here. No, I'm gonna block it. Actually, no, let me represent Swords. Block. Alright. Draw a card. There's Natural Aid. Great. Yeah, we need to block at this right opportunity here. Kill the Death Shadow. Good thing is we've turned off Gurmag Angler. Oh, there's another shadow. Ah. Alright, let's hope we draw a sword or something. Oh, there's Noko. So that's an elk now, I guess. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's an elk. I'll make it an elk. There's probably a better way I could have done this. I have no idea how to play these blue decks, man. I could have made an Astrolabe an elf, I guess. But then I lose my green. No, I have two Astrolabes. I could have made an... Yeah, I don't know. I was worried he was pushing it. Maybe I did that wrong? Elko will go to 2. Attacking Oko? Yeah. Oko's so dumb. Another rip? Okay. Guess I'll just make this an elk. I guess we can keep these for brainstorms. Protect Soko? Yep. I've elked a lave. Dismember? Yeah, we're gonna force that. Guess if we turn everything to elk, we probably need this forest then. Cast the counter spell? Yeah. Oh, you're right. I forgot about the dazers. It's a fair point. Oh, that's a nice forest. Wow. And he owns this collection. Okay, that's an O1. Oh, because of Rest in Peace. I was thinking like, why is that an O1? Alright, we're gonna ponder here. So, does Energy Field stop us from taking any damage? And what is Enlightened Tutor getting? I get a Helm? Tutor gets Helm. Gotcha.
Access denied.
I was gonna play around Drop Decay as well, so I guess draw the Veil, each tutor on top. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead then and elk the Astrolabe and just play on defense here. So I can draw. I can use Veil to protect everything. Timecodes looking quite sad. It's another ghost. It's all the ghosts. All the ghosts. All the ghosts. Poor ghosts. Why would you play Rest in Peace in the main? That's so mean. Okay, so the E-Tutor would grab... Okay, go ahead and make a food token. E-Tutor will grab the Helm. So I go... Yeah, end step, E-Tutor, grab Helm, win. His quotes are so sad. Okay, yeah, right. I should play out the other rep. I'm just holding cards to represent stuff. See, Alex is too smart for us. Sylvan Library. Oh, that's a fancy Sylvan Library. Is that the new one? It is. Are they playing harps and stuff? It's kind of cool. So we'll get Detention Sphere and just wreck him. Alright, sideboards. Alrighty, so I guess Engineers are good. back to basics, right? Force of Negations to count his blue, to fight him. What's his black or green? I mean, Carpet's great. Well, mode's really good, right?
Where's your code now?
Okay. Well, I think Engineered and Carpets are good, right? I can take out Sylvan Library, maybe? I mean, you're right, but Engineered and Carpets are pretty good. I mean, the whole deck's pretty good. Maybe I don't bother with Engineered. I mean, Carpet's for Delver, I guess. Alright, we'll go ahead and just ship back to 75. See how that goes. Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you for the follow, Ben Jovial. I tried to pronounce your name. Sorry if I butchered it. I don't mind this hand because I can just ponder, but if I miss a land drop, I'm in trouble. And also, I don't have any counter spells. But the Ice-Fang's nice. Oh wow, bought out forces? I didn't know people did that. I'm gonna mulligan this because the tinkle you keep? Oh, because you think you rely that much on the ponder? Alright, sure man. Whatever you say. Can keep and ponder? I know, but I'm just... I know people don't really counter ponders, but... Alright, so fetch, bobble, just don't whiff. Alright, I'll try not to. Oh, there you go. Always had it. Always had it. Astrolabe's good. You don't need a rest in peace. Put that one on the bottom, then Oko, then Astrolabe. Oh, I probably didn't need to put the Oko. I mean, I don't need another rest in peace. I've got too many of them. Alright, come on, Death Shadow. Show me what you got. 1 second, folks. Oh, Inquisition? Sure, man, you got it. Alrighty. We fetch for the lab. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh, because you want to get rid of the rest in peace, makes sense. Got a Sam special today. I do. Thank you, sweetheart. Fetch on upkeep. Interesting. This is actually his deck. Yes, you're right. Okay, go ahead and fetch. Go ahead and get an island here. I swear there's swords in this deck. Swords is actually kind of really bad for Death Shadow, right? I guess... Yeah, we've got our planes, yeah. I guess we've used the planes? I don't have any threats yet, so I can still, like... I think there's more blue spells than anything else. Oh, got rejected. Ah. I think Death Shadow plays. So it got rejected. I think they only have 4 color spells in the whole deck. And he counterspelled it. For rejection. Alright folks, I'll be back in a sec. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Alright, so he played Street Wraith, fetched, and got a Shadow. Okay. At least on Thursday of the Power Cube, he played against someone who went 6 Moxes and bounced into Oko. I know, that was like, my hand was great. But you know, we had a lot of creatures. We ended up 2-1. It was kind of good. Okay. Do we have? Is there a trop here? Do we have trops in the list? Oh, we have a trop. Okay, cool. But the trop, I mean, we can D-sphere, but I don't want to get dazed. So, I guess we just okay, we also can daze it. Just rip here? Yeah, we just rip. Yeah, I was just worried about days. Oh, you're right. I can. Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah. DC is good. He's got the Guru Forest, man. This guy, man. Okay, so. Okay, let's swing in. They don't Death Touch at the moment. That's why I didn't play it. Alright. 3 cards. There's a force. Okay, so we at least have some backup now. I'm gonna drop. I guess we can D-sphere here instead. And then Oko. Because like if I Elko and Elk it, oh, I guess Elko and Elk's good. So you daze it. Do I feel a daze? Do I smell a daze? I feel like he has a counter spell. Sub. Alright. No. I've not seen any. Oh, Veil! Get wrecked! No, haven't seen any Team of Battle Rage yet. Okay, so we still have the D-Sphere anyway. It's not too bad. Shadow generally, like, you know, they've got 3 cards left. Like, Shadow generally doesn't have that much. They have a bunch of card draw, but they always try to rely, sort of like on Delver, they rely on 1 card. You're right, Vey would have gotten Sphere. So I'm glad that. Oh, now he's taking out D-Sphere. This guy is so good at Magic. Drawing a card, right? So refilling his hand. Oh wow, I didn't know. Refill Chief. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Someone said it. My Australian friends are all fan of your decks, and he said your name in our group chat, and I was like, is that how you pronounce it, Refill Chief? But I didn't know your MTG bots could do that. Yeah, a few of my friends follow your decks that you play, and yeah, we're dead. I keep calling you Real Cheap because I kept missing the P, and they're like, no, it's Real Cheap. I'm like, oh, Reaper Cheap. I don't know what that means. All right, I'm gonna bring in some cards. Probably an Engineered. I mean, all the cards are so good, but Forces are out. Okay, if you say so, man. Carpet's in. Is this right? Carpet and Engineered. In my head, I always say Real Cheap as well. I do. I always say that. You like Back to Basics? I know it's right, but it's too late to change. All right, we're just calling him Real Cheap from now on. All right, Mode's good. Humiliate loses all abilities. Okay, EE, Bridge, Moat, and Carpet. EE, Bridge? Ensnaring Bridge? Moat and Carpet. Humility. Yeah, this is so a Sam deck. He always has Humility and Moats in his deck. And Moats are like, what, $600 now? Something ridiculous. Okay, so we cut an energy field maybe? I mean, I don't know if Shadow has ways to deal with enchantments. It's that or Peacekeeper. I mean, I want a Peacekeeper for my deck, by the way. I can't even afford one. Oh wait, they're like $20-30, but like I was like they used to be like super cheap before the Espovala deck got big. They have Veil and probably Decay. Okay. So we need to cut one card. These feel so random, but okay. Everything's pricey? Yeah, you're right, man. Maybe cut one. Rest in peace? I love how, like, Alex chatted to me in private chat. He's like, main deck rip? That's all he said. Do you think taking out Rest in Peace is wrong? Cut the Sphere? Okay, okay. Yeah, good worry about the Veils. Okay, we'll do that. Is this good? We good with this? Take out the Forces, and I've added these 5. What else did I take out? The D-Sphere. So we've got 5 and a 5 here. Well, who's doing all these odds? The odds of drawing 1 out of 23 from 5 is 53 card deck. Okay, we'll go ahead and I'm gonna keep this in. Let's just do this. Take out the Forces. Wow, I didn't know people did that. Yeah, I guess because you think he's gonna be Veil Hemu. Oh, I already started. I have a bad habit of starting and submitting before people give me feedback. This is fine. I like this. I think him forcing the Astrolabe was really crazy. I like this. I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get an island here. Play around the wasteland. Probably Astrolabe or Ponder. Lave. I'm gonna play Lave. I just feel like because that's a strong card, maybe. People like laving. E-Tutor, that's nice. I always see Arnorog always laving first. Oh yeah, I can do it now. Sorry about that. I know that Jeremy is a regular here. One thing I hate about Stream Decker is that it always, like, there's a lot of, like, it's not super fast. A little bit of lag here. Yeah, we're good here. Alright. Just go ahead and refresh the screen if you guys want to see the Stream Decker. I've just updated it. Right now. It just updated. I'm aware, yep. Plan your mana accordingly, yep. I guess I play out this Ponder. There's an Oko. Rest in Peace is good as well. Probably gonna go Oko on top, so I can, if worst comes to worst. Oh no, he could have shred it. So I'll go the land rip Oko? No. Land Oko rip. Hi! Grow H76? That's a cool name. All good thing is that Ravlands are pretty big here. So all good thing is if I want to E-Tutor, don't want to lose what I just put on top. Oops, I thought I put land on top, my bad, I must have clicked the wrong one. Oh, I wanted the land, damn it. Instead I got a rip. I guess if we want to combo him out, we just E-Tutor for Helm. Right, Shadow doing their thing. Isn't it like 2 AM for him? I guess you gotta. Oh, I could have brainstormed stuff away. That's okay, I don't mind. I think he's scared of the engineered here. Could have brainstormed stuff away, but instead I want to keep. I think I have a land coming up, which I actually wanted the Oko. That was my fault. Enlightened Tutor? Interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna draw here. He also didn't play land. Does that mean he's behind on the land? Well, I said next card is a land, so I'm gonna go ahead and fetch this then. Get a white source. I'm gonna see if this resolves. If this resolves, we're like way ahead. Actually, no, I need to play around the day, so I'm gonna wait. I'm actually gonna play the rip then. Okay, it resolved. Snap resolved, which is great. Oh, alright, we're gonna tuck this away. Let's put back Oko and Engineered, and you can take whatever. He's probably gonna take the energy field. How does he deal with energy field? They do hate swords. We've got 3 of them in here. Do we go Oko and energy field and put it back? Field then Oko? Okay. Okay, I think this is how it works. You click field first and then Oko will come up next, right? Because you put field on top and then Oko for like, okay, field and Oko. Hopefully that works. I don't know how to brainstorm properly. Click field and click Oko. Thank you. I'm so bad at this, man. Can't do it in physical paper, can't do it on Moto. Like, what's it? So the other day I was trying to recross the path and stack my deck with the Modern Belcher deck and I screwed up. Like I was trying to click it, so I was like, alright, 7-8 cards left, I can put Reforge the Soul on top, and like, if for some reason it didn't come up. I was like, what? Why did I get this random card again? So what did he take? Engineered, makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead and jam this Oko. Play around a days as well. Oh, it's snap resolves, okay. We make an elk then. Yeah, we got all the colors, we're good here. Wow, he's stuck on 1 land. That's really tricky for our opponent there. Yeah, we're gonna start beating in. Wonder if he kept it. He's got 8 cards, alright, so I wonder what's happening over there. Okay, he's got the 2nd layer now, which is great. Okay. Energy field, yep. Prevent all damage that we dealt sorcerers you control when a card is put in the graveyard. Okay, so we're gonna just make a food here. Swing in. Make food immediately. I mean, I'm 100% like not to be joking around, but I am super hungry. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and I wouldn't cast anything unless he taps mana. Yeah, that's fair point. We don't need to. I don't think we're not under any pressure, so we don't need to cast this energy field here. Oh, thank you for the host there. Appreciate it. Thank you for the host there. I appreciate it. Thank you for sending the love. Well, you guys can't hear it yet. When is the notification? Okay. I don't know why my notifications are coming up for the host, but thank you for the host. The Spiffy Neo star. Thank you for the love. Why is my host notifications working? They should have like the Final Fantasy theme playing. Ooh yeah. Go ahead and brainstorm. Thoughtsies. Many thoughtsies are the way here. Okay, we'll put the swords back. And the Honda, I guess. Yeah, swords and Ponder. I feel like Swords is a really good card against them. Well, I was gonna ponder into the Swords anyway, so... Oh, there's a Helm. I already played a land, so... Let's play around the stuff. Okay, so we go... Helm on top. Okay, so go... Flooded, Swords, Helm. No. Strand, Helm, Swords. Yep. Oh, you want me to put the swords on top? Oops. I forgot when you said sword on top or helm on top. I thought you meant literally on top. Thank you for the... Oh, there's a dismember. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, my dude. T-Ving Magpie 206. Okay, so we're just gonna chill anyway. This Oko is growing real big. Thank you for the host again today, JX Cloud and Neo Spiffy Star. Appreciate it. Alright, so we can try to helm them next turn. Play around the stub and the daisies. Let me know in the chat, folks. Do you guys actually think Oko is the best? Do you guys think Oko is the best card, the best planeswalker in Magic? Because I know that Jace had a pretty high up there. Like you know, situation context aside, right? Plague Engineer, okay. Situation context aside, as in like control deck, whatever deck. Just look at planeswalker like as a card itself in general. Do you guys think Oko is the best planeswalker in Magic? Do you think it's taken the place of? Do you think it's taken the place of Jace? Alright, I think we win. Do we win now? Is that how it works, right? Because I can't reveal the card? Whee! That's how we do it. Which one is banned in Modern League? Ren is Oko's banned. I'm gonna take their Plague Engineer. There you go. Wait, he can help me. I forgot about this. I shouldn't have done that. Oh snap! Did I just lose? Oh. I think I just lost. He's stubbing his own veil. Ah, he's talking before draw step. Okay. Alright, I was like, what? Like, you shouldn't even be dead by now. Good game, man. That was awesome, that was awesome. I was like, for a second then, I was like, isn't you supposed to win? I thought it was over. I didn't realize you're still in upkeep. Good games, Alex. I appreciate it. That was amazing. Hello, folks. My name is Mr. Lee here. Here we are playing a little bit of a Sam special, Blue-White Helm. He's one of the known players here in Seattle. I'm getting him on the stream. You can give me a little wave. Say hi, Sam.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Alrighty, awesome, awesome. We are playing some Blue-White Helm. I'm going to get him to introduce himself, talk about the deck, and then we're going to play a few casual games for the rest of the afternoon. Go ahead, Sam. Thanks for tuning in and help commentate today.
Not a problem. So this is a deck I've loved for a really long time. I'm historically a Miracles player, but there are metagames in which Miracles aren't playable, and in some of those, this is what I'll turn to fairly frequently, just because I can use my Black Border dual lands in the same shell. Right now, obviously Miracles has a pretty good matchup against Rug Delver as well, but this deck for sure also does. It's what I started playing before Stefano showed us the build that had the best matchup in it. And granted, nothing has like a crushing matchup against Rug Delver right now. Like that's part of the reason so many people are playing it online, is that even the decks that are really good against it are still only like maybe 60-40 matchups, right? Mm-hmm. Oko has fixed their D&T matchup almost completely, and Force of Negation has made lands of kind of a loam engine less of a crushing thing than it used to be. But so what this deck is trying to do is assemble Rest in Peace Helm of Obedience combo in kind of just a Bant control shell. You're playing a couple of E-Tutors to kind of tie that together, as well as just a massive amount of cantrips. You've got the 4 Brainstorm, 4 Ponder, only 3 Astrolabe. Your only 3 colors. When I splash into red, sometimes I'll play the 4th. But you've also got Coatls. So you've got a whole bunch of selection. Yep. So these are all just cantrip. In the main deck, the Enlightened Tutors really only get the combo, because usually game 1, you're either trying to assemble Rest in Peace Energy Field or Rest in Peace Helm. You do have one Sylvan Library to go grab for the kind of grindy matchups, and you do have a Detention Sphere as catch-all answer. Obviously not the best answer, since it can be decayed or veiled, but you do sometimes need to be able to tutor for a way to answer Vile or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some so, or a way to get a what's the stupid hate bear that turns off artifacts?
Collector Oof.
Yeah, you need to turn off Collector Oof so that you can helm kill. Out of the sideboard, you have way more silver bullets. You've got your carpets, you've got your disenchant in Seal of Cleansing, you've got a bunch of Deafening Silence, although hopefully you have that turn 1, because if it's a matchup that it matters, you kind of need it turn 1. You have an alternate kill condition in Felidar Retreat, once again for those grindy matchups where you don't necessarily... Mainly if you're trying to fight through decays, because often that's the way this deck loses, is the opponent just has a million decays and they never let you resolve the Rest in Peace.
It's also 4 mana. It's really, really important.
Yeah, so yeah, it dodges decay and it wins all by itself. And then you've got EE, Bridge, and Back to Basics as kind of additional silver bullets to just for the various matchups in which they matter.
Oh man, Back to Basics.
Yep. So it's a pretty sweet one.
I have a question about Ensnaring Bridge. I don't normally see Ensnaring Bridge in like blue-white decks. What's the deal with that?
It's one of the few decks that this really struggles against is Sneak and Show variants.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a thing if they show and tell you can put in. A lot of the builds these days are on the... It's not Summoning Trap, but it's the shared summons. So they don't actually have the ant kill anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can resolve a bridge and keep it in play, they just actually, even if they've got the Omniscience in play, can't win. Obviously, if they have Wish, they can go get some sort of bounce effect, but if they have to use their bounce effect to get, or if they have to use their Wish to get the bounce effect, they then can't use their Wish to go get shared summons and might get an extra turn with it. So, I've got the trio of Moat Humility and Ensnaring Bridge for basically the reason that they're all slightly better and worse in different matchups, and you just bring in the one or two that actually are good in the matchup you're currently playing.
Oh yeah, right. So you can get, I mean, Humility and Bridge is awkward because it makes them smaller. But if you get Humility and Moat in play, they don't have flying and they're all just 1/1. I mean, they can't attack.
Against like a Delver deck, you probably bring in Moat and Bridge, but against like a Sneak and Show deck, you bring in Humility and Bridge, right?
Gotcha. Yep.
It's kind of, or a deck that has a lot of ETBs like Elves. Elves you don't really want Bridge because most of their things start at 1/1.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd want Humility and Moat. So there's basically matchups where 1 and or 2 are good, and the other ones aren't that great. So
awesome, and it's so awesome that you're playing some new Zendikar Rising cards. I really appreciate that. I love the brewing. I love the engagement with the new sets. I love that. But apart from that, let's rock and roll and go, eh?
Yeah, let's do it. The only other card that I'm really excited about from this set is Cleansing Wildfire, but that
the red one. Let me look at that up. Cleansing.
That's obviously not for this deck, because this deck
isn't
really fighting on that, and doesn't really want it. You'd rather have an enchantment-based hate piece in this deck, obviously, than...
This is the card, right? The 2 mana destroy land, grab another land?
Yep, it basically Path to Exile's a land, but cantrips for you.
Yeah, the cantrips are really important.
Tapped, but yeah. It's snap casterable, which is really important, and it also comes down... It's going to be a really big deal in Modern, because you can cast it on turn 2 if you're on the draw against Tron, versus having to wait all the other good ones or all the other playable ones on turn 3. But I think even in Legacy with Post and the fact that it's a lot easier to get to 2 mana against a port than 3 mana.
How about this Wildfire? All right.
I do like that card, but not for Legacy anymore.
Do you want to? Do you have enough time for a league, or do you just want to play casual games?
League's fine, yeah.
Alrighty, we'll do a league.
So, hopefully we'll just run into nothing but Hogak and Dredge, right?
Yeah, Hogak will be sick. He's just like, whoop! Everything is gone.
Have you seen? I've run into the 8 Vortex burn deck a couple of times.
What? Oh, the new red one, right? The 2 mana
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, so it's a 2 mana Vortex along with a 3 mana Vortex, and this hand is definitely keepable.
Yeah, it's good. Just to one Astrolabe, right?
Yep, turn 1 Astrolabe, turn 2 Astrolabe.
Oh, I didn't see the second Astrolabe. Yep, a lot of Astrolabes going on.
Yep, and you've got a Force if they're doing something on. Basically, you want to cast
Ooh.
Astrolabes before cantrips almost always.
Yep,
Or
I figured that.
traditional cantrips, because you don't know what we're playing against yet. So.
You see that auto yield there on the turn 1? Just like just snap
They don't
yield.
auto yield?
Yeah, they just straight auto yield.
Okay, so this probably isn't a forcible deck then.
Bow. Everyone knows I love to eat through the stream. I got my little bows here. Oh, this is Petal. Interesting.
I wonder if this is basically what you were just playing.
Nope. Oh, ritual. Interesting. No land.
Ooh.
Was I supposed to counter that?
Ritual, I think you forced the ritual. Sorry.
My bad. My fault.
For sure. Force this one for sure.
Okay, I was too busy eating my bow.
No worries. They might be able to get started again, but
Oh, this is that list where they it's the manaless Battlefield Prize Spy.
Oh,
Oh, Upload
Okay.
spells. Upload spells.
well, luckily we didn't get punished for not countering the dark ritual because they had packed anyway.
That's true. Yeah. So we would have lost. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if they have the turn 1 combo plus the packed defender, there's not much you can do.
Yeah, Upload spells. I saw Honorod playing this last week. It was so hilarious. He went 9-1.
It seems like a massive improvement. I guess we can just see their deck before we can see. Make sure there's nothing too surprising in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a photo.
Oh, triple active negation. So yeah, they're just gonna dread return the Oracle, right? That's the kill now.
Correct.
Okay. Yep. All right, we can concede then.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the response. Alright, there you go. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. I mean, we had about the perfect hands you could hope for against that, right? A bunch of cantrips and a force.
I mean,
all right.
we're also playing a main deck Rest in Peace deck. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but Rest in Peace is much worse than Surgical against these decks. So, or I guess Leyline. So we want the Deafening Silence. We want the 2 Force of Negations. Kind of don't think we care about anything else here.
I agree. What we need.
And I think we take out one of the energy fields. I think we want to leave one in case they're playing Belcher.
Yep.
Or in case they board into Belcher.
Yep.
I think we board out the Detention Sphere, because I don't think we're going to care about that.
Yeah, that's true. It's a bit too slow.
And I would shave on Swords to Plowshares, right? Because they're not going to be...
Yeah, I can't do it with the trigger. There's also an argument here that we actually take out all the swords. But
I'm worried about... the Swarm. Xanthid Swarm. I'm a little worried about Swarm,
Gotcha.
but... So I would like to have one... I don't know, I feel like maybe if they have Swarm, they just have it.
That's true,
They
yeah.
probably are going to be playing something like Veil, or... Can they afford to spend an extra mana? The problem is we would need something else that we really wanted to bring in.
So I have their deck list here, right? And I don't know what's in their hand, but they have a bunch of fast mana, all the guides, Wild Cantor to convert mana, all the rituals, packs, lands, technically.
Yeah,
Yes.
they probably have some number of Xanthid Swarms and or Hope of Gyarados. So we probably want like maybe 2 swords in and board out one of the Okos as well. Because if we get to turn 3 or 4,
Yes, we won.
yeah, we pretty much won at that point. We don't. It's kind of academic at that point. So.
Alright, go ahead and submit this. Yep.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
Sweet as. Yeah, I've actually never versed this deck. I've watched it a lot on stream. Never versed it. It seems really cool.
Yeah, if we get a game 3, We might even take out the Sylvan Library to bring the last swords back in.
Oh, this I actually agree as well because Sylvan Library is a little bit slow. This deck is like all in. This is faster than my deck, right? The Khan deck.
Yeah. So,
Oh, this is good.
we definitely keep it, and we immediately play Deafening Silence.
Yep, I'm down with that. Off the Strand.
Yeah, I think Strand for Tundra. We don't really. We have a Snow Island if we draw an Astrolabe later, and I don't think they're not going to be a wasteland decks. So.
Yep.
And the Death Touch from Coatl isn't going to matter either. So.
Well, we have a Force backup. They can obviously pack whatever. I feel like they're mulliganing hard, right? Because right now they are trying to mulligan, and they've already gone to 6.
Well, they can't pact our Deafening Silence because then they just die on their upkeep.
Oh, you're right.
And then if Deafening Silence is in play, they then can't pact to protect their combo. So.
Yeah. So the mulligan 6 here. That's a fair point. Fair point.
Deafening Silence. Turn 2, play Rest in Peace is probably game over.
I agree.
Especially because then they have one turn right there. So once we've played the Rest in Peace, they have exactly that turn to force a Vigor. And then at that point, Force Will just stays up for the rest of the game, and we just eventually draw a Helm or a Coatl. We probably just beat them down from 20 with the Coatl, because that way we never have to take Force of Will down.
Yep. Just keep it in our hand all the time.
And game 1 was so fast enough that we have a lot of time to do that. So.
Yep. Oh wow. Okay, they're revealing Chancellor. So they have chances. I guess we have to wait.
Okay,
there.
so now we just play a land and leave up Force of Will.
Yep. We just gotta wait. Okay, we'll go ahead and Flooded Strand pass.
Yep.
Um.
No, I think you just go Island. It doesn't matter.
Okay, I will. I'll play Flooded Strands.
Yeah, fetches always have more value in a deck with cantrips. I know that historically you don't play a lot of Brainstorm and Ponder, but you tend to want to, unless you're reading your opponent for Stifle, want to wait as long as possible.
True. Yeah, it's true. Yep, because you can like reshuffle the library, right?
Exactly. Because the thing about the most powerful way to use Ponder is look at the top 3, take the best one, shuffle the other 2.
So we have chat here going on about Jeremy saying interesting. I haven't seen Chancellor out of this deck in a while. I have not seen Chancellor at all in this type of deck. I didn't know. And then Andy Prime is saying they're usually in the size there, which is kind of hilarious because people know me on Magic Online already now as a Cloud Post player or a Colors player. Now I'm going like Forcible Strand. It's kind of weird.
What's nice is we know that one card in their hand is actually pretty useless for them, though, right? So they kind of mulligan to 5.
Yep. Yeah. So I don't know what people in the know-how are calling these lands, but personally myself, been calling these the bolt lands because you obviously bolt yourself for 3. But yeah, kind of interesting new lands. I think these are these land double face cards are the only cards that are really affecting Legacy as much, you know. Obviously, I don't know if that blue enchantment's going to do anything. The confounding conundrum, or whatever.
I think that might be. It's kind of funny with if you play a bunch of Ghost Quarters and Cleansing Wildfires.
Yep.
You can start to kind of get people. Now I just play Snow-Covered Island, fetch for Trop, and play out the Deafening Silence. Or not Trop, sorry.
Not Trop. Tundra. I was gonna say we need to play our spells. So
and make sure to
click OK.
Yeah, full mana.
Yeah. Alright, so how do they get out of this? This is pretty hard for them.
They probably have Force of Vigor, right?
Okay.
I actually could pull up the Analog stream, because I'm sure he has the deck list under it. Or was he just streaming, or did he do like a Channel Fireball video?
He tweeted it. I think he streamed it as well. Yeah, I was watching him, but yeah. I mean, if you just got an MTG Goldfish, I'm sure you're about to fight all the top 8.
The one reason I would say Nature's Claim might not make more sense is just that Chalice is one of the things that they're going to want to try to answer, right?
So I let the Chrome Box resolve, by the way.
That seems fine. That's the only spell they can cast this turn.
That's true. Oh yeah, because of Deafening Silence. Let's see what they exile. Probably the Chancellor, right?
Okay,
no,
so
the Spy.
I'm doing this because they have decays.
Okay.
So they're going to try to decay the Deafening Silence. but we're gonna put a Rest in Peace into play, and they're gonna have to choose which one of these two to decay.
True. And Chancellor's ability is gone now because we used it once already, which is kind of nice.
Correct.
I'm gonna play out a land just in case anyway. I don't know if they do any funny shenanigans, but yeah, it's always nice to play around dazes or whatever. I don't know. They can't even daze, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I also can't even ponder because of Deafening Silence. I also can't even force.
Well, you can force on their turn if they try to do something.
Of course.
I mean, they only have 4 cards in hand, so for them to have...
Yep, we got there.
Like a protect... Yep, they can't be... Oh.
The scary thing for me there is that they like Force of Vigor both of the things, right? Because Force of Vigor can hit 2 things, right? 2 targets.
Yeah, that's 2 cards, and then we have Force of Will for their payoff. So if they're spending... to Jeremy's point in the chat, if they're investing that many cards, we're probably fine.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I would take the Sylvan Library out, because they're already going to be boarding in every decay they can. Now that we know that they have Chancellors, I feel like there's no way they can have space for Packs, Chancellors, probably Veils, and Xanthan Swarms. That feels like way too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually tempted to shave... I'm trying to think, is there anything else we want other than...
Let's see, wait, that's red or green? I don't really do anything.
I kind of want Seal of Cleansing, because there's a decent... We can hit a Chrome Mox if we get them in that cadence where they're trying to do stuff over and over again.
Wouldn't Humility stop the creature entering and also the Tassel's Oracle?
It would, but it's also 4 mana. And generally, if you can get to 4 mana, we can just combo kill them, right?
Gotcha, yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's better than Sylvan Library, so putting the Humility in is not bad, but
yeah, it is 4 mana.
There's not something else we have here that we care about having more. Okay. Unless we just wanted a Wilt to have an answer to a defense grid or something, but I'm trying to think of what their things could be. I'm struggling.
Wilting, I think Wilting's also fine because it can cycle, so I don't mind this. Do you like Wilt? You okay with Wilt?
Yeah, I think I like Wilt. Yeah, it's either Wilt or Seal, but Wilt cycles in the case that we just need to find a counter spell better.
Yep. Okay, go ahead and submit this. I mean, our second game... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the one reason I don't want to lose the second Helm is that one of the lands is oh, that's kind of annoying. Well, we've got Chalk for Veil on one that doesn't actually do anything. But turn 2 we can go Astrolabe into to Deafening Silence unless they reveal a Chancellor. They're a turn 1 deck though. I think we have to mulligan this.
I agree. We don't even have a Force as well. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah. So I think we have to mulligan this. If we were on the play and we could just go turn 1 Deafening Silence, I think that'd be a keep. But
so he's already bowled here.
Just yeah, I think we have to mulligan.
FYI. Okay, we have a fetchable source. No Force of Wills.
Well, I mean, I guess he has to decide first, right?
Correct.
We'll see if he keeps. If he keeps, I think we might have to keep mulliganing. If he goes down to 5, then I think we might be able
We're waiting to... Andy asked, did he mulligan? We're waiting to see. So he decides first. Because this deck is so much on tension. There's so much on the edge here.
This hand can actually turn 1 the Deafening Silence. So he kept on 6. I think we might have to mulligan this again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I feel like he's not really playing, apart from Chancellors, right? I don't think he's playing anything to interact with us, counterspell wise, apart from the packs as well. Yeah, I don't mind mulligan this. Oh, that Deafening Silence, but how many we got? Like 1 or 2 in the deck?
There's 2 in the deck and 2 E-Tutors, so... Alright, this is much better.
How does this Deafening Silence always appear? That's hilarious.
So we put Snow-Covered Island, and I guess it has to be Rest in Peace back, because we need the blue card and we need the Deafening Silence on 1.
Yeah, and then rest... Yeah, we need... Having those lands is fine.
We
need Deafening Please and then Force Negation up.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So if we get a turn 1, we play Deafening Silence.
Yeah, if I like how you say if we get a turn 1.
Well, I mean that's a big. He kept 6, and he killed us on a mull to 6 game 1, right? So.
Okay, shocking. Yep.
Yeah, and we do have to pay attention to the fact that we have force. Andy pointed this out. We have a force negation, so we can let him have. Actually, can we let him have 3 mana? Because one of his payoffs, he could just untap and combo next turn. I think we just have to force this.
Yeah, because his payoff is creatures.
Yeah, and if we get another turn, we get to play the Deafening Silence.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and force this.
Yeah. If we had a Force of Will, we would probably wait.
Yep.
Because then if he played the 3 mana creature, we could defend ourselves from that. But we can't here. Okay.
Alright,
CP
Coatl.
again.
He's just passing. Great. Alright, he's passing. Awesome. Tundra, Deafening Silence.
Yep. I kind of wish we'd bought into lane instead of the Rest in Peace, but you can't know.
Yeah. We wouldn't have known this. I can't pack this. See what he does. Alright, results. Fantastic. I think. Oh, he's down to 3 cards, so.
I mean, yeah, against this deck, getting out of turn 1 is the most important thing. Although we know he probably still has a payoff in his hand if he can get the mana to get there.
I wonder what, if he rituals turn 1, right? I wonder what he was trying to do. And I wonder if
well, he had a pedal, so when he's ritualing, he plays the pedal and he plays a Balustrade Spy, right?
That's true,
and then
yeah.
gets him there.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, he's just passing. Hey, Blasty13, how's it going? Good, man, good. We're just playing some Blue White Helm. With guest streamer today, Sam. Alright, please give me something.
This feels like maybe he's going to decay.
Okay, not the greatest, but we're
That's
just gonna...
almost the thing.
Yeah. I think we play, because we want to draw some better stuff.
We're in Misty because we'd really like to draw Rest in Peace, and we know there's one on the bottom of the deck.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Also, we'd like to not draw land. So.
Yep.
I mean, it's minuscule percentage, but...
Yep. That's what I was saying. I was thinking about the whole, drawing, have a less chance of drawing a land thing, but yeah, good point about the Rest in Peace being on bottom. That's a very observant fact.
And if we had a Brainstorm or a Ponder in our hand, there'd be some incentive to keep it for the fetch land aspect of it, but...
Alright, so he's passing again.
Here, and get the Tropical.
Gotcha. Yeah, make all the manas, all the types. So also now we can literally hold up Force Negation. Okay! Moto bug. So good. Alrighty. Play Island,
I think we just
recipe?
play out the Rest in Peace. Yeah.
Yep. I can represent Veil here.
I mean, it doesn't defend us from Force of Vigor, but to Jeremy's point, Force of Vigor feels excessive from what... And
I don't even know. Let's look at his... I'm looking at his deck now. He does have a lot of green cards. He has the 4 guides, the 4 packs, and the 4 green bolt lands. But you're right.
yeah,
I think
but
it's...
just that many cards feels really hard for him to do. This pause in the end step is a little scary, though.
There you go.
Yep.
Alright, it's a little rough. Exiling the Pact. I think he was doing this regardless.
Yeah, I mean, if we had left up Force Negation, maybe not. So, well, now we see if we're dead.
Yep, he's down to 3 cards. See if we die.
I mean, we assume one of them has to be the payoff, right? Because he
also needs 4 mana. The payoff is 4 mana.
But his deck is entirely rituals, right?
Yeah, it's true, it's true. Alright. Carpet. Okay.
Oh.
There you go.
So you got 4 mana.
Yep. Let them...
Alrighty.
So let them do it first. Oh, just passing? Okay, obviously they need the 4 mana
No, he's
first.
going to the next main phase.
Yeah, gotcha, yeah, I know. I've played many a carpets. I love me some carpets.
I don't think we can... I guess actually in the position where he has to answer Deafening Silence to win,
We hold
maybe
up
we
Force.
shouldn't do any Rest in Peace.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
hold up the Force, and then we force the Force of Vigor, and then we untap, we play Rest in Peace.
The problem was it really looked like I don't think it's main deckable, but I think it should be in almost every sideboard that can cast it. The fact that he played out a Petal and was just leaving Petal plus Blackland open really made me feel like his answer was Decay, but I guess not. Or see, look, there's Nature's Claim. So Jeremy was right. All right, we can scoop here. He's got it. Actually, is there? Yeah, there's an Oracle in the deck, so we're good.
Yeah, I just want to look at the deck list for a quick second. But yeah, there was a claim there. 2 claims. Force of Vigor. There's one in X. Oh no, there's one in. Okay, one force there, another force there, another claim. 3, 4, 3. I'm seeing. Okay, so there's 3 Nature's Claims and 4 Force of Vigors. That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, his deck is really soft to this sort of stuff after board. He has to bring it in.
4 Force of Wills and 3 Nature's Claims? Insane. Alright, unlucky.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you play that deck. He had the nut turn game 1, and that just happens. And I think Jeremy's argument that Force of Vigor is a lot with the card, like the necessary cards that you have to have there, but they're not actually as dependent on the green cards as mana starters in this build anymore, right? They've got black mana starters with all the lands that are floating around. So maybe they actually can fit Force of Vigor in. I mean, obviously they do. They got us there.
Yeah, that's an interesting way. I guess like that's the weird thing about like them jamming the 4 of the black, 4 of the green, and then also having guides. Or it just increases the rate of having all those green sources and black sources.
This is definitely a keep.
Yeah, it's a good hand. I'm just thinking we're on the draw, and they are keeping a 7. Dainty?
I mean, Oops is inherently hateable though. Like people just start playing more Force of those. It's a snow plane, so I kind of don't.
Yeah. Ponder?
Well, Ponders are Force blue card.
Oh, you're right. The blue card, yeah.
Snow-covered plains makes me think there's very few things that we would actually force well. I guess maybe a Thalia would be annoying, but so yeah, I think we should ponder. Because if we've already pondered, then Thalia is less annoying. I think this is a shuffle because we really don't want 2 more lands.
I agree. Yeah. Land. I mean, we can. Yeah, it's not good because we'll have to force a draw on. So we'll get. Well, not too bad.
So the sort of things that play planes, other than miracles, Swords are going to be really good at.
Yep, they hit their creatures, alright. Oh, forest, island, plains? There's a Thalia, like you said.
Oh, a Maverick-ish type deck. Now I'm really glad we shuffled. And pondered, actually.
Do we just swords this trick?
Yep. I think we want to do it on, not immediately, we want to do it on his turn.
Okay.
Because this stops him from being able to play Oko if he's like splashing blue, or
gotcha.
Makes green sun less good if they've got a green sun.
We could, yeah, okay. Are you doing it before combat or just in the end step?
I mean, I'd probably just take it on the end step. I'm definitely okay with paying 2 life to make their mana more annoying for the turn.
Sure. I think this is Maverick.
Also, if you do it on the end step, they don't get to just play a second copy of Thalia if they have one in hand.
Fair point. Good point.
As a control player, you're always willing to pay 2 life for not having Thalia in play.
Yep, that's a good point. And now they're just like time walk the whole turn, I guess.
Yeah, they just basically did nothing. Now I think we just play the Misty and play the Rest in Peace with the mana we already have untapped.
Yeah, sure. Because you're hoping later on as well we can shuffle with the Ponder and stuff later on.
Well, they're a Thalia deck, which means they're probably a Wasteland deck, and they've shown us black mana, so they might have Decay. And so I'd really like this Veil to get I'd like to have this Misty get a basic forest, and I would like this Veil to protect this Rest in Peace, potentially.
Nice. That's a good point. I actually forgot about the Veil and the Abrupt Decay line there. I've been seeing a lot of, what's her name? Kaya? 3-mana Planeswalker? So much of that.
This is weird, but I think we might actually force this pitching the D-Sphere.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Just because.
It's much more powerful with Rest in Peace in play. It gives us the out to just rip Helm or rip E-Tutor off the Spawner.
Yep. All right. I'll go ahead.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say, and then we also just have to answer this. We're gonna get 2 for 1 either way, so we might as well just keep our Rest in Peace in play.
Yeah. And like, if they are playing Maverick or something, they might be a like a Night deck or whatever.
Yeah, they also tapped their mana such that they can't have Veil right now, which I guess main deck Veil. We might be the only people crazy enough to play main deck Veils, but...
And combo decks. Oh, we are combo deck, I guess, essentially. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of like random all-in decks playing main deck Veil. Alright, do we ponder here?
We definitely ponder.
See what we can... Oh, yeah.
I think we take the Astrolabe.
Alright, so what are we clicking this?
Vista, Astrolabe.
Yep.
Then no.
Yeah.
And then play a Vista.
Oh, yep. Oh, yeah.
And then
shuffle.
fetch Island.
Yep, grab an island.
And then we play the Astrolabe.
Oh, yeah, so you randomize it again. It's good points.
Yeah, we don't want the other 2 lands, but we'll fix our mana, and we have nothing else to spend our mana on this turn, so we might as well.
Alright.
Now we just pass.
We can hardcast a Force eventually.
Next turn. So unless they play something backbreaking right now.
I guess Astrolabe really saves these type of decks, right? Like, if Astrolabe was to get banned, then it'd be really hard. Alright, Noble comes in. Let's see what we got here. Questing Base is really rough.
That's really obnoxious, because that also turns off our energy field.
It does, because
But we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, we're just gonna watch it beat us. And he gets exalted.
Yep, so we've got really 2 turns, because we need to use these fetch lands if we're going to try to Helm kill them. So we need to draw something good here.
Are we fetching? Or are we not fetching?
I don't think so. The thinning doesn't matter that much. It's better to... If we draw, like, Brainstorm into Ponder, we want to have fetches in between, potentially.
So chat would like to know, they're asking there, why does Questing Beast turn off energy field?
I believe if you... Can you hover over the card?
Yep, damage can't be prevented.
Yeah, combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. So...
And energy field says... let me just pull up the deck list for a quick second.
Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you by sources you don't control.
Okay.
And yeah, my dog does not like Questing Beast in this situation.
I can see that.
Alright, we Brainstorm.
Brainstorm, yep. Let's see what we get. Yeah, dog doesn't like it. Oh, there's a sword, which is great. We put back...
I think it's Trump Veil. They haven't shown us anything.
So click, drop, then Veil?
Yeah, it doesn't matter because I think we're going to shuffle before we play this other Astrolabe.
Okay, shuffle here.
So, yep, get a basic forest. More likely it's just a squirrel.
Do we want a sword
And
now?
play an Astrolabe.
I'll play
Yeah,
an
play an
Astrolabe.
Astrolabe. It'd be nice to find a blue card.
Okay, so we're playing an Astrolabe off of green?
It really doesn't matter because we'll have 2 Astrolabes in play.
Yeah, that's fair point. Okay. Oh, I think we have a land drop as well. Do we? Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Yeah, we do, which is great.
I think we want to swords this turn, so I think we just hold the Oko.
Sure. Oh yeah.
You can wait for him.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead. Well, now he gets to hit us for 1 with the Noble Hierarch, whereas before he probably would have attacked alone with the Questing Beast.
Well,
Taking no damage.
My bad. I keep forgetting about that. I normally used to jam. And we're also on 10, which is kind of crazy. It went down really
He's only got
far.
2 cards again now, and they're probably... But it's still the fact that he's not casting anything, I'm betting they're Swords to Plowshares.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Or
Learn that, chat. Learn that you should be patient. We're just gonna pass here. We're just gonna go to our turn.
Yeah, we're just gonna untap. Yeah. The top of our deck is randomized currently, so...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so now we just play out an Oko and make a food, I think.
Interesting that you'd rather make a food here rather than making an elk. But I guess food, like you can sack it as well. We have the Ice-Fang Coatl here as well.
Exactly. I like having perfect mana. I mean, now we can just kind of rain on them for turns and turns in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna finally decay something. Oh no, Dried Arbor. That makes sense.
I think they're trying to... I mean, everyone starts freaking out when Oko appears, right? They're just like, oh no, we need to start killing him. I mean, I do as well. And then you sort of turn, it's like you start building yourself a clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you just saved yourself 2 turns.
If they attack Oko for 2, I think we just take it.
Yeah,
I'd rather just have this.
The guy's on 6, mate. The guy's on 6. I haven't seen any Ice-Fang, so do you want to let this resolve or not?
Yeah, I think I would. We could just Oko it if we need to.
Oh, that's alright. It's an elk.
I mean, you should name Snake, but...
I think it's alright. Yep, Snake. That's right.
Perfect.
Probably attacking Oko here for 2. Let me see. Yep. As people always do. So Oko takes this.
And that's fine. And then this food will become a 3/3 next turn.
Yep. And the good thing is you literally just saved yourself a whole damage of step.
Oh, perfect.
We
just fetch. Fetch before you put it on the stack.
Okay.
You don't want there to be a window where the helm is in play, and you need to fetch for mana.
You don't really care what I get, right? Just an island?
It shouldn't matter. Yeah, island should be fine.
Oh, I should have made a food. I made a thing first. It doesn't really matter because they're gonna lose anyway. But
they could have decay here, but I feel like they would have decayed the Oko if they did have one.
True, true. Oh, because they can hit the rest in peace, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna make
a. And now we their deck as well.
Oh yeah, true.
Because they let it become exiled.
I think they already skipped. Okay, there you go. Let me.
So they do have abrupt decays.
This is game 1, right? Yeah, this is game 1.
Game 1. They do have Kaya, Urzov, Usurper. So that Kaya is actually super dangerous for us. That 3-mana one.
Yep.
Because we put everything into exile.
Go ahead and put that over there. Look at Collective main, as usual. The green. This is the Green Suns deck, right? Yeah, it is. So it's like Maverick.
Yeah, it looks like this is just Maverick. Yeah. All right, this is a matchup that I wish we were just playing Miracles because it's infinitely better.
At least so. Wait, how many? Let me look at the decays again. I got 3 decays in the main. Okay. The wastelands and stuff. So, all right, we can play around some stuff here.
All right. So for this deck, I really like Moat and Humility. I really like Seal of Cleansing and Wilt. I kind of like Aether Gust, but we'll see if that.
Aether Gust? Yeah, Aether Gust is amazing. Why do you think what are you bringing the naturalizers in for? Like, what do you think they're bringing in? Chokes?
Choke, and they showed there was already a library main and equipment. So.
Oh yeah, I see. I didn't see any equipment here, but yeah, I didn't see any equipment in the main. But yep.
Okay, but it's more like Choke and Library are both cards that are hard to beat. All right, so in this case, I would probably board out the Enlightened Tutors.
Okay, because we got time.
It's going to be a grindy matchup, and you don't want the card disadvantage. And we're boarding in Moats and Humilities, so we don't have to like tutor for the energy field as readily. I would board out the D-Sphere, just because they've shown us a bunch of decays and Knight of Autumns, and I don't really want to defend it. And then I would board out maybe 2 Force of Will.
Okay.
Because they might have caverns, but also it's just in any sort of long grindy matchup, you really kind of don't want Force of Will if you can avoid it. Because you don't want the card disadvantage.
So is this good? Oh.
Actually, I'd maybe bring 1 more Force back in and board out 1 Veil.
Gotcha.
Because they have some decays, but they don't have like counter spells, so you don't need a ton of that effect.
Yeah.
And we also have an Aether Gust, which is kind of a pseudo Veil.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
You're not at all worried about the Hex Drinker? You feel like, because you only got 3 swords, right? And
we have 3 swords. We have Moat.
Also by
and we have Humility. So.
Yep.
Yeah. This hand seems great.
Yeah, it was Astrolabe first, grabbing a island, and then.
I would grab a Plains off Vista.
Oh, because the. just to make sure, in case they, I don't know, do something crazy?
Against a deck on the play that could turn to choke us with like Hierarch into choke, I always go Plains or Forest first if I have the option.
Okay, sure.
Because we have an answer to choke, but that's only if we get our mana to untap.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So because mostly your decision is like that because we have the wilts in the hand, right?
Yes. It would still, because we have an Astrolabe, I would still go get a Plains or a Forest first, regardless. But
okay, that's interesting.
I'd only get an island if I didn't have the Astrolabe, basically.
Gotcha,
The Astrolabe means we get to play around, so we should.
Oh, interesting. I always thought people always go islands first of all things, and I'm learning new things, right? I just probably get Dried Arbor.
Has to get the Dried Arbor, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason. Yeah, only choice.
Yep. And I think we just go get a. Oh, did they roll a 6? Looks like they must have, right? 2 burn play, 4 in hand.
2. No, wait. Let me just see.
Yeah, and we'll do 6.
Yep, seems like it. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just. I still think it's just Vista for Plains.
Astrolabe.
Yep. I don't think we need a Swords of Dried Arbor.
Nah. I mean, it is them 1-1 ramp, but like we also can just sort what their playoff is, or their payoff is.
I'd look for their Swords of Night or something.
Yep.
Scarier.
Yeah, we did see a whole playset of Night, so.
They have Black Mana, so they could also have all the scary like Bob or those type things. So.
Nah, I didn't see Bob in the main deck, but because I had the deck list screenshotted.
Yeah, that seems like something you would main deck if you had the option.
Yep, yep. I feel like I spell a Knight coming out here. Well, regardless, whatever the creature is.
Yeah, unless it's really unimpactful, we're probably.
Oh,
No, that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, we got the lands there. The support. Oh, we have 2 lands, so that's a whole turn. Like they could be hitting. Okay, that makes sense. All right, they think. Okay, this is fine.
That's aggressive.
Yeah, very aggressive, but yeah.
Now we just go. I mean, I guess. I also really don't like the fact that they brought that in at all because we're a recipe deck. If they didn't search for something right then, they just wouldn't get the option to.
The thing is, we killed them with Helm, right?
Yeah.
So why would you do that? Like, you'd be better off like waiting for the swords to get hit. I mean, like us casting a swords and then surgicaling that.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we put Rest in Peace into play next turn, and then they can't surgical anything.
Ah, true, yeah. Yeah, but they didn't know about the Rest in Peace now. But yeah.
Now I like fetch a basic forest off Misty and just put the Rest in Peace into play.
Okay, that seems good. Wow, surgical.
We can't. So yeah, get the basic forest in case they just randomly have the wound.
Randomly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little sad that they got to get any value at all off the Rest in Peace. Although I'm glad they did what they did because had they not, they would have had to just randomly surgical Prismatic Vista, and then it actually would have been like a Thoughtseize.
Yeah, they can see the whole hand. Yep. I guess I've done that a few times as well, just surgicaling for the factors, just see what's up. Yo, okay, sure.
That's fine. Well, they've basically double mulliganed themselves additionally, right? Because they got it. They used the surgical and didn't get a card out of our hand, and then also decayed something that cantripped. So they mulliganed 3 times this game.
That's pretty aggressive, yeah.
Now we'll just beat them on blocking the Stride Arbor with Ice-Fang.
Yep. We'll play Strand out because we'll save the Vista for later, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow. Also, seeing all these limited, seeing all these basics in play makes me think of limited. Even though I know there's snow covered, but that was actually the last sealed event I played. I played Modern Horizons sealed at GP, and are they attacking? Oh wow, GG.
I mean, they might have I don't know, Swords of Plowshares or something silly.
I guess. This is going to give us an opportunity here to be able to draw a card and then block. I mean, if they want to Swords out Ice-Fang, I'm fine with that.
And we're obviously choke proof now too, so if they choke us, we're just like, sure, we'll just wilt it and move on with our lives.
Yep. Yeah, it's fair. I would say these matchups... Kaya, okay, that's really bad.
That's
Sure.
a little bit annoying.
Yeah. I mean, they gotta eat Ice-Fang, I guess, and gain a life. And Bushfire. Okay, I guess we just let resolve. We can't do anything about this.
Yeah, we can't do anything about it, so.
Yeah.
That's one reason to keep the D-Sphere in if they manage to win this game. Because that card could kill us if we put a Rest in Peace into play and have too many cards in exile.
True, true.
Oh, but we have Veil, so I actually can't, right? Because it targets probably. Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, how's it perfect? Oh, that targets us. And then we can, okay, that makes sense.
We can Veil it. So let's Brainstorm. Alright, and let's put Energy Field, or actually put Misty Rainforest and then Energy Field.
Okay, click Misty and then you do
Yeah.
1 second, I'm just gonna kick this spammer. 1 second, mate. No one listen to whatever that person posts they're spamming in the chat. Let me just ban them. I'm waiting for the page to load so I can ban them. Oh, I can click it here. There you go, you're banned, mate. Alright, cool. Sorry, back to this. Sorry, we've just brainstormed, played the Vista. Fetch, right? Or we don't want to fetch? I know you there, Sam?
Yeah, I'm here, sorry. The one thing about fetching
You lose the
is
stuff.
we lose the field, but we don't want the thing out. I would just play the Rest in Peace out, and I should have had you keep the Misty in hand. I forgot that the Force was already in play. It was a little sloppy of me. So they could decay this Rest in Peace, which would be a little bit annoying, but...
That's okay, man.
Oh, we have Veil. Oh, no, we can't Veil. Yeah, so...
I mean, we want to
If
keep the cards on top, but yeah.
Yeah, if they decay this Rest in Peace, then we fetch, because we don't want to draw the field at that point.
Yep, and we also can just protect ourselves.
They need
Protect
5 ultimate that, right?
Yeah, and also they only got 1 card in their hand right now, so we have... Okay,
Okay, perfect.
Sure.
We'll just sort that on our turn.
yep, we can't really do it now, so we just keep the card on top, right? We don't fetch.
Yeah, we don't need to fetch.
This is ticking up pretty fast.
Yeah,
Wait,
but we have Veil for the better place.
I know, but I'm just saying, I just realized the minus is at 5, wow. I didn't realize, I thought it was like 8 or something.
Flyer.
So I think we want to leave the forest up. So I think he swords first.
Yep, sorry, my moto client's lagging. There we go. Play the Vista.
Yep, play the Vista and crack for 2 islands.
Gotcha.
And play out the energy field.
Sure thing. Wow, my client's so
then-
laggy.
His Kaya is basically his only way to not die to this.
Yep.
My God, man.
Sorry, folks, I'm just getting the music going.
Should maybe restart the client after this match.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's super laggy at the moment. I don't know why. I wonder if they try to kill us. What? I don't think that's even worth it. Did they like -5 now? Well, they can't
If they
because
get-
of this, right?
Well, no, but it would kill us because we have 12 cards in exile. So if they can get 1 more card into our exile, then they could, in theory.
Oh, okay, we just let that resolve. 3?
Yep.
They're probably getting a Knight?
Yeah, Knight of Autumn, I bet.
Oh yeah, Knight of Autumn, yep. I was talking about the other Knight, but yeah. They're probably hitting the...
So what they're gonna do, they're gonna hit the or they're gonna hit the field. Sure, can't do anything about that.
Can we let it happen? Because we... Oh, we can't, yeah.
We
sorry.
can't. It's not green or black. Or sorry, it's not blue or black.
Yep.
And then they're gonna try to Kaya us for 13, I bet.
Gotcha. Oh, that's a smart line, yep.
Let's see if they go for it.
Yep.
All right, Veil.
Sam, do you like Veil? Is Veil one of your cards? Like, do you think Veil's a fair card?
No, I hate Veil existing.
I'd imagine, as a blue player. It's so busted. Opponent, oh, I'm going to counter spell.
now I think we're just passing, and if they don't do anything, we're probably just cycling the will to end a turn.
I agree. They're down to 0 cards. Veil is very busted. It's a swinging in for
Yeah.
1, 2, yep.
Yep. I mean, we're gonna have to find something. We're at 13. We've taken a decent amount of damage.
Yeah. Well, stop playing
I think
fetch
most of
lands.
it. Yeah.
Start playing Evolving Wilds. Yeah, Wilt's good. I think Wilt's starting to get played in Tron, which I should actually play it in Cloud Post maybe.
So, I think we forced this just because
What are they
we
getting?
have the mana. I don't even know, but they have no cards in hand, so.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't want to leave 5 mana up for the rest of this game. I'd like to draw cantrips and do something with them if possible. So.
Cantrips? Oh, there you go. What's he gonna do? Just do it now? Is anything? Yeah, just do it now, right?
Yeah, that's fine. We can do it now.
Oh, I might be going for Hex Drinker. You're right. You're right.
Oh yeah, Hex Drinker would have been annoying. So. Although I guess we could have swords it there. But...
Yeah, sure. We didn't know the sword was coming, but. Alright, they drew another card to cast. Oh, the Grid Sons again. Just let it happen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
One thing I messed up when I had you get 2 islands for that energy field or whatever, I should have had you get 1 plains because we do have a moat in the deck that right now we can't cast.
That's true. Do you think I cycled this at the end of turn?
I do. I think now we're under enough pressure that we should. Yeah, we'll probably draw this moat that I had you mistap.
I got a land.
Yeah, we have a Misty, so we can get a Tundra, so we're okay now.
Ponder.
Alright, Ponder.
Ponder first, and then we, learn about the whole fetching thing.
I keep the other Ponder, and then I fetch for a Tundra.
Okay,
Before,
so
so I go lands, rest in peace, Ponder. No. Play the Misty and fetch it for.
Tundra?
Yep.
And Ponder?
And then Ponder again, not off the Tundra. And
Humility.
it's the Humility, that works. And so I would go Seal, Ponder, Humility. And play up the Humility.
Yep. Nope. This card is so
Definitely
funny.
end it all.
The artwork is so funny.
I mean, that was the playmat I used for a lot of the time that we've been playing at Mox.
It's such a cool artwork. I love it.
And I actually have an official one now too.
Oh really? Oh, you got it signed by the artist?
Well, no, he did a Kickstarter thing.
Oh, cool, cool.
Because the one I had was not an official.
Ah! Stop it! Oh, he's a 1/1. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
I was like, I hate this guy. I mean, I like him because I'm a green mage. I love playing green cards. Wait, he doesn't have haste because it lost all its abilities. Oh right,
Exactly.
that's so funny. I was like, I thought it was just gonna smack him for 2.
Yeah, it's a very humble beast. All right, so now we ponder off not the Tundra.
Yep. Oh, okay.
And we Oko and make a food. So I go Seal of Cleansing, Misty, Oko,
Yep. Nope. These 3?
and I would tap the one that can be wasted,
Oh yeah, yeah. Gotcha.
and I would leave up Plains, Plains Island because it bluffs the most stuff,
I thought about the wastelands.
and just make a food.
Gotcha. You don't. Oh yeah. I
What's
guess.
fun is that Oko is going to make 3/3s, even though Humility's in play.
Oh yeah, that's so gross because of is it timestamps, right?
Yeah, because they set powers on the same. I don't know how exactly it works. Yeah, I was gonna say we just have to not have Oko get decayed for this one turn, and then Oko will take over this game.
They played a land.
Yep. So that's gonna be another Dryad Arbor probably.
Oh, they decided to attack me
And
and then they're changing. Alright. Hit the Oko? Yeah, makes more sense. I mean, he's on 6, dude. Oko's so dumb.
Yeah, I think with Oko existing, D&T and Maverick. I mean, I guess it'll be interesting to see if that new card changes this at all. But because I forget what his name is, the guy that rated us earlier apparently went undefeated in
JX
whatever
Cloud?
was happening.
XJ Cloud.
XJ Cloud, but previous to that, that 3-mana creature, I was pretty sure that Oko had made D&T and Maverick as well, basically unplayable.
Oh, XJ Cloud was on D&T? I didn't know what deck he was playing when he went undefeated.
He, I saw his stream on the left there, and it said he was playing with, is it like Skyship Apprentice or something like that?
Oh yeah, the new one, yep. Are we playing a Misty here in
You can play out
Boston?
the, yeah, you can play out the Misty because we actually kind of don't want to draw a Seal of Cleansing right now.
Oh yeah, gotcha, fetch it away. You got really nothing to do there with the Seal Cleansing. Wow, the opponent's still in 20 on life, that's crazy.
Yeah, this will take a while, but
Are
Oko
we-
will get there
Is
eventually.
this game 1 or game 2? This is game 2.
This is game 2.
And who won game 1? Did we win game 1?
Yeah, we helmed him.
Oh yeah, with the helm. Yeah, I forgot about the helm, yeah. We just top deck
And
the helm.
make sure to block the Hex Drinker because the Questing Beast is still legendary.
Okay. Do you have Karakas in this? Ah, you scooped.
We have Karakas, but so does he, so...
Cool. Alright,
Alright,
folks.
before we
Give me a
restart the
second.
client.
I'm gonna go ahead and restart the client. You guys also remember, if you like the content, feel free to follow me on Twitch or subscribe to the YouTube channel. Oh, cool, got a match. It's nice. Daniel Nunes, Slivers player. He plays Slivers like
wait.
exclusively.
I think I've played against him with this exact deck before.
He's awesome, man. He's such a nice guy. I've seen him streaming as well. It's so cool. There's lots of pondering and brainstorming here.
I think we keep this. We've got turn 1 Astrolabe, and we've got a bunch of cantrips. And we've got a Force of Will in case there's a Chalice.
Yep, that's true. Chalice should be uncounterable, right? Do you agree?
That would be silly.
Or just like, I mean, I know Defense Cruise does a good impression of making your artifacts uncounterable, but
I feel like I've played against this guy before.
Lightwalker? Oh, he's playing Painter. Oops. I yielded. I wasn't supposed to yield. Sorry, dude.
That's okay.
I'm so used to yielding. Do we still Astrolabe here?
Definitely. And
Would you have forced that, by the way?
Probably because it's the part of the combo that can't be swords.
Oh, good point.
And we're hoping...
what do
and
you-
also, like, have a slow control deck. In theory, he can just act... It also can render our E-Tutors useless
Okay, true, yeah.
later in the game. So just get an island. It should be fine.
Okay. Well, at least the Rest in Peace is gonna do something.
Yeah, hopefully he'll play a Welder or even
Oh,
better.
cool. Planes. That's kind of nice.
If he doesn't play anything that uses the graveyard next turn, I think we might just actually Coatl.
Okay. The city. What,
Now we're Rest in Peacing.
are you letting this resolve?
Yeah, because we have a Rest in Peace in hand.
Oh, gotcha, yep. Force this.
For that, for sure.
Pitching the Brainstorm or the Ponder?
I think we have no fetch lines in hand right now, so I pitch a Brainstorm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and we just they can't really get it back. But this thing gets it back.
Yeah.
They think they can get it back, but we're gonna Rest in Peace it. Okay, so rip it.
Yep. Play the rip. And hope he doesn't have another Painter Servant in hand.
That is true.
I mean, even if he does, he can't kill us immediately. We have a turn to find a swords or something.
True, yep. Good old rip main board, right?
The really thing that's awkward, or the thing that's really awkward about this matchup though is the field. Oh, cool. He also can't use his Goblin Welder for value because that's the other thing this deck likes to do.
He uses a graveyard.
Play.
He's gonna attack. Of course, the desperation attack.
The awkward thing about Energy Field here is that they do have a bunch of mainboard red blasts, so they can probably answer it. So I like Ponder here.
Sure.
We would just like to hit land drops.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Oh, I got a bunch of lands.
I think I like. It's awkward that it's planes because I would really like to be able to Coatl and have
Yeah.
that. I think it's Sylvan Plains Misty. Draw the Misty right now,
Sure. Yeah, we need to get that.
and that gives me the option to either Brainstorm or Coatl, depending on what happens.
Mhm.
Basically, I think Brainstorm is putting this Enlightened Tutor back because he's got a Grindstone sitting in play, so
Okay.
it's gonna be hard for.
Couldn't we? I mean, it costs 3 to activate, right? So we could have
this is
Enlightened
gonna
Tutor
be
and
hard.
Brainstorm, should we? What's this?
Oh, he's just milling us. Okay, I was worried he was playing 4 mana, so I was thinking this was a Karn,
Okay.
but
Uh,
I think you just I think you Brainstorm here and then use this Grindstone as a free shuffle.
okay, so use this, right? Like this?
Exactly. And Brainstorm. And I think we put Enlightened Tutor Energy Field back.
Okay. Are we trying to shuffle?
Well, he's about to mill those over.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, did you want to shuffle, or you want him to mill those over? Is that what you're trying to do, right?
Yeah, because I don't really care about those cards particularly.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, he's attacking.
He's got
Oh, no,
he's pretty obviously got a Red Blast in hand, so now we don't need to fetch because he basically fetched for us.
Okay, yep. Oh, because we put the 2 cards away, yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
So now I like play land, and then use the Astrolabe to play the Sylvan Library.
Yep. With the double white.
Yep, with double white. And that leaves us the ability to Brainstorm or Coatl, depending on what he does.
Yep, that's true. I like how your approach to this game is like you're just constantly waiting. You're constantly trying to always create opportunities for yourself based on what the opponent is doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're playing a reactive deck, so that's what we want to do is just give ourselves the most possible time to.
Yep. He also has 2 cards, and he also
Yeah.
forgot to attack last turn. If you didn't notice.
Yep. I mean, I think end step we can Coatl here.
Sure.
He's probably gonna Red Blast it, but
Might as well kill
so
it now.
make sure we
Right?
get a forest.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah. He's gonna Red Blast something eventually, and I'd rather him blast this Coatl than the Brainstorm. Oh, okay, never mind.
Ah, okay.
It's a little awkward that we're drawing Veils, but sure.
Okay. Okay, good.
I think we take 8.
Sure. Really? All right.
I mean,
sure.
it's not like he's Burn or Delver. He doesn't put a lot of pressure on us.
Play out the land. Like
And
this.
yeah, I like play out Oko, and we have Astrolabe for Veil if he tries to Red Blast.
Yep. Oh, yielding. Okay. Elky's guy.
And just make a food.
Oh, we don't care because he's in the combo. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And then we just pass, right?
Yep. I also just didn't realize this till just now, but if he names blue off Painter, Veil also protects us from Grindstone.
Oh yeah, it does because everything's blue.
I've seen red-green Painter lists use Veil. So yeah, he's just gonna mill us. That's let's Brainstorm.
Okay. Off the Astro.
Actually, let's fetch. Actually, that's awkward because we don't have Veil anymore. Yeah, off the Astrolabe. Okay, let's put.
A Veil back, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I think 1 Veil, and I think actually the other Astrolabe. Our mana's really good right now.
So go Veil Astro. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna
think-
disappear.
Yeah, they're both gonna be milled, so I think it's Veil Astrolabe. And we're probably just gonna end up killing with Oko this game unless he blasts it.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the only thing I'm really afraid of.
So we can solve this, right?
If he does, yeah, so we can swords this. Well, no, we can't.
He's gonna try to grindstone us, right? Like what you said before.
Yeah, and because we tapped our Astrolabe, we actually can't defend ourselves, so we need to Brainstorm.
Oh. Oh wait, because you don't have a.
We don't have green or white currently because our plains and our for us are in play.
My
If
bad.
we lose this game off the... No, it's my fault. I told you to brainstorm there. We should have just let the two maiden cards get milled.
So, Island Brainstorm?
Yeah, we're looking for our 3 Force of Wills, and otherwise
yeah.
we're probably dying.
Oh no. Force of Will, please? There you go.
Right. So put Tundra back and put Ponder back.
So, Tundra or Ponder, right?
Yep. And then pitch the Coatl to this Force. And if he has a Red Blast, it means he doesn't have the mana to immediately combo us and we get to Swords it. Or, if he doesn't have the Red Blast, he just doesn't have a Painter's Token.
I don't think he has it. I feel like you guys have been representing it, but no, I don't think he has it. There you go.
Alright, that was more dangerous than we had to make things for ourselves. I
That was so
wasn't
scary.
thinking about that.
Block.
Definitely block.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's go.
our electoral is low enough that we should just block it.
Oh, we're on 5. Damn. Alright, that's fast.
Yep, but now we get Oko to make a 3/3 and we start attacking with it.
Oko? I thought his name was King Oko.
So I think we put Tundra Oko back and keep the Ponder.
Let's put this one back first. Food.
And then Oko the food and let's start attacking.
Yeah, 1 card. Do you ever soar during creatures? Is that something you do sometimes to stay alive?
Done it a lot against Burn. Not usually against anybody else though.
Do you want to ponder here or you?
Yeah, I'd take Ponder here. We'd like to find a Helm quickly to just not have to. I think I like Tundra Oko Coatl because Coatl means our Oko can make another 3/3 next turn and
Oh,
put
yeah,
him on
sure.
a much faster clock.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was way more dangerous than we had to have it be.
That was very scary. Alright, just a land. That's good. They didn't even need to play the land now, by the way. But they can mill
So
us.
now
I guess.
play out the Coatl.
So are you looking to out the Coatl
Yeah,
to beat down?
and to start trunking in for 6.
Yep. Milling us? Sure, just let it happen.
Yep. He's milling an Oko that we don't care about, and let's see. Let's make sure we still have Helm.
Let's see what we hit. They hit Energy Field Rest in Peace. Like literally those 2 cards together.
Well, there should have been an Oko there, shouldn't have been? Oh, perfect.
drew the Oko.
So put the Tundra back, put the Force back, and Helm in.
Yeah, just checking the mana. Yeah, sure. Sure. Actually, in case I have Red Blast.
We have a Astrolabe, so it doesn't actually matter.
Oh yeah, you're right, I forgot about that. I was just so used to keeping green up. I mean, they can't even Red Blast it. It's an artifact. Yay!
Won that one, despite our best efforts.
Was that game 1 or game 2? Game 1?
Game 1.
Oh wow.
So we would definitely like Wilt, and definitely like Sealed Cleansing. And we would definitely like Engineered Explosives.
Oh, what are you putting
And
on
I think
1?
Humility probably as well. And we want to take out the energy fields because they're a Red Blast deck.
Oh yeah, true, they just blow it up.
And I think we take out one of the Veils because while it does defend us from Red Blast, it's kind of awkward in that they can just wait for the Oko to resolve and then blast it then. And then I would actually shave an Enlightened Tutor because we're not trying to race them necessarily, we're trying to defend ourselves.
True, true.
And I don't know if there's anything else.
I'm noticing a pattern here where a lot of the Enlightened Tutor is sort of like, you know, it's a card that replaces, like not really replaces itself, but it's a card that sort of just go get something else in long games, but if anything's fast, you generally take it out.
Yeah, so in compressed games, well, I actually kind of think of it as the exact opposite. In games where you have an impactful card that's a one-of that needs to come down as quickly as possible, you want to lane. So against, like, say, Potes, where we have one back to basics and we need to get it as fast as possible, you leave the Enlightened Tutors in because you would pay any number of cards in your hand to just have a back to basics every game.
Yep.
but against a deck where your cards are all kind of generally good, it's less effective. Force Negation's, I think, the next on the list if there was more stuff we wanted to cut. But I actually think I would definitely click submit with this.
Okay.
It's okay, but a lot of the stuff that we care about is they can just play like recruiters and painters and just beat us down. And Force Negation is a little awkward in that it gets red blasted.
You don't care about
Yeah.
cutting Enlightened Tutor for one Force Negation? Or is it just because...
We could definitely do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, having an extra counter spells. Because like, it seems like the opponent knows how to play the deck pretty well. They were doing all the lines
I
correctly.
guess that is a good thing to do now that I think about it, because they very easily could be a Karn the Great Creator deck, and Karn the Great Creator would be really...
Okay, is this it?
Yep.
Too many times I've
Yeah.
had like good old deck text in the sideboard sideboard window, and then we're like, oops, didn't click submit.
And depending on if we see anything like Karn,
Yep.
we'll have to think about boarding out another Veil for another Force of Negation.
No Force of Wills and lots of Okos. This is a mulligan.
It's kind of annoying because I would really like to play this Sylvan Library on turn 2.
Yep.
But I think, well, this is a Brainstorm. On
True,
one.
yeah, true. But if we brainstorm, we can't get green.
Yeah, but I mean we're also on the draw, so we have 4 looks at another land for green.
Let's look if they kept.
Yeah. Oh, I guess awkwardly is they mulliganed.
Yep.
I think we mulligan. I think you're right. It's
Too
too
risky.
awkward to try to get this working. This is much better.
I think it's much better. Yeah.
I think it's one of these Brainstorms back. So we have 2 lands, we have the Rest in Peace. And we have double cantrip. We want to turn 1 Ponder, so we don't need 2 Brainstorms, and hopefully we'll have more stuff to do after that. So yeah, I think it's keep and put a Brainstorm back.
Sure. Awesome. Opponent is on 6. Correct. Good to know.
Okay, perfect.
Alrighty, what's this? What do you got, mate? Another grindstone? Oh, guide? What? Exile. Whoa, 2 guides. Blood Moon.
Oh. Well, that's awkward.
The double guide. We can wait here to pretend that we have Force Will now. We have to let this resolve.
I mean, yeah, we just have to let it resolve, and hopefully we'll draw a basic at some point.
You have a bunch of islands, right? How many islands you got?
Quite a few, but
Play the
enough.
Misty, pass.
Did
Alright.
not expect that.
The triple guide into Blood Moon? Wow.
Well, double guide, right?
A double guide, sorry, double guide. Oh, I play this card. I like this card. It's good against us.
What is it?
It's scries, and then it draws a card for 2 mana if you tap and activate it, and after you use it 4 times, it goes into exile, which Khan can get it back.
Okay.
It's like a
Interesting.
really slow top. Not really, really top. It's just
Well, it actually does card advantage, right? Aha. There's a play the forest out, I guess.
yeah, we're still. Yeah, it's
We're still
great.
need to draw an Astrolabe.
You know what's good about this card, Jeremy? It's good with Ugin, baby Ugin, because you can scry the top card with Mystic Forge, right? And then play for free as well off baby Ugin.
Wow, I did not
Since when does
expect to
Amir
see-
play Emrakul? Oh, sorry. Hey, Blasty. Good to see you, mate. So when does Amir play Emrakul? What? Are you playing against Amir and they played Emrakul? That's so weird. Also, yeah, free with the baby Ugin. Yep. And you can do this stuff with it as well. The fact that it goes to exile is amazing because you just get it back. Okay, so they're down to 1 card, and they're gonna draw a card again. They're a pretty slow start because they went all in on this Blood Moon.
Yeah. God, if we'd had a Force of Will, we would have just blown them out so hard.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we just keep playing lands. And
I mean, we
eventually
did-
we hope to draw either or not.
We did bring in the Wilt, which is cool.
We have the Will, we have 3 Astrolabe, and we have all like 5 islands to draw to. Interesting that they're scrying and not using mana to
Sure.
draw cards with.
True.
The thing I'm a little worried about now is they could red blast our forest.
Not yet, but they could, yes. Island, please? Nope. Oh, we got
Oh,
a Sylvan.
Sylvan.
The Sylvan's great.
But that play. They'll probably blast it, but that's fine.
They named
They're
blue.
not
Okay.
plastic armor.
I find it so weird that everything's gold, because like everything's 2 colors. And this is great then, because they're not putting on any pressure. They got 2 cards. I mean, they're scrying, which is good for, you know, obviously. Scrying. Oh, they're scrying again. They're not even drawing. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, you were playing 8 crowds, right? I saw you earlier. I didn't actually get to. Oh, is this a thingamajiggy? Pyroblast?
Yep.
Oh, okay, I knew that. You guessed that right,
We
buddy.
figured that was happening.
Yep. At least I only got 1 card still. There's only 1 Sylvan Library, right?
Yeah, there's only 1 library.
Oh yeah. Okay, it says blue. It's okay, it's okay. They only got 1 card. Like, the good thing about this is that apart from they scryed all every time, which means they didn't draw a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
Really important for us. Engineer. Alright, so you got the tutor here.
Next turn they can probably kill us.
Yep,
Right.
yep. That's true.
How much does it cost to activate the engineer?
1 mana.
Is it 1
red.
mana?
Yep. Single
Okay.
red.
So we need to find a plains or an island right now.
Yep.
Actually, it kind of needs to be a plains or an astrolabe.
No, but if they bring it in, they can't activate it yet.
Yeah, unless they have a mana in hand. So,
Yeah, that's true. But they would have played it out. Okay,
okay.
so
So we play the astrolabe immediately and hope it resolves.
I think it will. Yeah, it's just yachting. Play
Okay.
Tundra.
So we play the Tundra. And I think we swords the Painter's Servant.
Now?
Yeah, before they get another draw.
Yep, just off the yes.
It doesn't matter which one we do. Okay, cool. So now we're under a little bit less pressure.
Yep, and we have a bunch of mountains. That Astrolabe very clutch.
Yeah. This Astrolabe also lets us cast.
Oh yeah.
God,
Another one? Alright, they can also bring back the Grindstone. So they have a win next turn. Oh wait, we can play Rescue.
well, exactly, we can play Rest in Peace.
Oh, but they can activate it in response, can't they? Oh, Deafening Silence. Can't do it yet.
They can activate it in response. I guess maybe we should have Rest in Peace that turn since the Goblin Engineer wasn't active.
True, true.
I think we have to ponder here off of not the green.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Look for a Wilder. Well, does this cut our number of outs? What does this do? Oh, this also gives us Veil as an out if they try to activate it.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, they named White.
Okay, so things can't be blasted unless they're blue already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we ponder. I think we have to, because we can't de-sphere.
So we have a Hell. Also, well, there's an island.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to grab the island. Does this do anything for us? God, this Blood Moon is getting us so bad.
I wasn't expecting it, right? They also could not activate a response, but I can't rely on that.
I think we shuffle this.
Shuffle it?
Because we just... Yeah, because we only get 1 more card off the Brainstorm anyway.
Yeah, true, true, true. Alright, shuffle.
Yep, any order shuffle. And hope for the wilt or something.
Nope.
Alright, let's make sure they understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can concede. I see. Feels bad to lose to Blood Moon in our entirely basic mana base. There's
I
only
know.
2 non-basic.
It's so Astrolabes.
To be fair, if we'd been on the play, their entire hand wouldn't have worked. I don't think we changed. Well, let's board out 1 Veil and board in 1 Force of Negation.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're more counter spells. It seems like they took a risk and went all in on that hand. If we would have hit that Blood Moon, it would have been game.
Yeah. Because then, yeah, our hand would have been turned off the entire time.
Yep.
Oh well. Is what it is.
The triple cantrip, and then just get us with the double Sibian Swoop turn 1 Blood Moon. Yep.
I have to say, if your deck has to do stuff like that to win games, I don't think it's very good.
I mean, I think Blood Moon Stomp is better than Painter, but you know, Painter has their own thing.
I think interesting. So we have Force of Only of Swords and rest in the combo in the hand. We just don't have land drops or cantrips.
There you go. Thank you for the raid, Namascots. Appreciate it, my dude.
I think.
Thank
And
you,
we
thank
play
you.
Flooded Strand out on one. And if they try to do the Blood Moon nonsense again, we just fetch for an island. And
Yeah, I'll keep this. I agree. I think the Flooded Strands and then just play around Blood Moon. I don't know if they already got us, right? So that's the thing. I don't know if they're gonna try to
if
get
they
us
even
again.
go.
Yeah.
On the draw, it's way worse of a plan because we get to fetch an island and then our entire deck is turned on. Yep, that's fine. We'll just swords it on our turn.
Sure.
And don't fetch because we'd actually like to draw lands.
Oh, they're guiding and grindstoning. Oh, we just stop this, right?
That's fine. We can just swords the.
Oh, sword the Painter. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
What, what happens if they triple
If they-
guide? Then we have to sword it. Yeah, I get
Then
that.
we sword it in response to the activation.
Yep. Oh, we just drew the island.
Cool. So play the planes out and swords the Painter with nothing on the stack. Because now the grindstone doesn't matter, and now this Flooded Strand can get a drop to play the Soko.
Yep. Who would have
It was a
thought
little odd.
their whole deck is centered around 1/3? Painter? Okay.
That's fine. We can just.
Are you sure? Just because if we don't find the removal, we lose, right?
Yeah, let's force it. It's probably getting red blasted, but
Okay,
not
gotcha.
much we can do about it.
Yeah, you're right. It's getting red blasted. Okay.
Can't believe we're losing to this nonsense.
Alright, so we're not dead yet. They need to still do their thing. They said white. Why do they keep naming white? What's the rationale
I
behind
think
that?
we have red blast. I think we might have red blast as well.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, do you want to fetch here or you just want to untap?
I think we just drop.
Okay.
Because we might draw Ponder and want to Ponder and cantrip. Nope, we just die.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. If you,
We'll play
I mean, we
reverse.
can just concede. He's gonna kill us on his turn.
Yeah.
Andy, we got double Spirit Guide into Blood Moon game 1, which was very.
Game two.
I think the guy in your chat has a good point that we shouldn't have plowed the first one. We should have let him go for it once. And
Oh,
plowed
cloud
in
on
response.
response. Yep.
The reason we plowed immediately is if he untaps, he could then blast our plow because his first painter did name blue.
Yeah, I was just
So-
worried. I was worried, but you're right. You gotta be reactive, right?
Because if he goes land, yeah, we plowed when he was tapped out, so he couldn't do that, or he'd have to have another Simian Spirit Guide. It didn't work out in our favor because he just had another painter. He didn't have another Spirit Guide, but not much you can do.
You guys see I got my little ring light now. My face is nice and shiny. And hopefully I'm gonna try to get a green screen eventually, so you can guys see my giant floating head in the stream. Apart from that, hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you guys are tuning in from YouTube, feel free to subscribe and like the video. If you guys are joining me from Twitch, hello, good to see you. I stream every Saturday, so hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. Go ahead and see this game. Match 4, round 4 of the league. We're playing some blue-white Helm, Sam's good old blue-white control Helm deck, Helm combo deck.
Frustratingly, we haven't got matchups that I want to play this deck against. We've got none of the Delver decks and none of the Loam decks that try to prey on Delver decks. This is definitely a keep, I think.
Yeah, with
It's a
some
little
cantrips.
awkward that we've kind of already mulled to 6, but
because of that Helm?
the Helm is not a card for a long time. But we have Brainstorms, and if we never find a Brainstorm, we probably find the other half of the combo, so...
We ponder here off of Vista, or you you ponder off of Misty, right?
No, I think I like Vista Ponder, because we have the Coatl in hand already,
Yep.
and so Misty would be nice to get Forest off that.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I guess actually you're forced off Vista either way. It doesn't actually really matter, I think.
Gotcha. Oh, we don't know what we're versing, so...
So I like swords on the bottom. So click swords, click brainstorm, click Vista.
Oh, because you want the land drops.
Yeah, and I also want to brainstorm this helm back because it's not a card until the late game.
Oh yeah, yeah. Alright, fair enough. I was gonna say, you said brainstorm at the start of the game, but I was like, no, we don't have any brainstorms in our hand. But yeah, I can see your point now. That's probably why you play so many fetches, right? So you can just manipulate your library over and over again.
Yep. I mean, obviously, you have games like that Blood Moon game where you get penalized for fetch lands, but in most games, it's better to have them.
Thank you for the
Underground.
follow. Agatholess1. Appreciate the follow and supporting the stream here and trying to make my goal of 600 followers by the end of the month. So thank you for the love and joining the Cloudboys clan. So Underground Sea into Ponder, I'm feeling Ant. What do you think?
I mean, Underground Seed usually means Ant or Doomsday to me these days.
Yeah.
Could be someone still playing Grixis Delver or some sort of Snowco pile. Probably might have an Underground Sea in it. Because they didn't fetch Underground Sea, it could just be a Snowco pile. Alright, so it's Ant or Doom. Ant or Doom.
100%. Don't see Oko playing much pedals these days. Alright.
Oh, pedal.
I'm sure they got a ritual here. Alright, what are your line here? We leave it?
Because they have another pedal, I don't think we force this ritual.
Okay.
I think we leave it.
Sure. I can see your point here, just because we want to sort of hit like Witch Claw or Intruder. Oh, okay. Defense Grid? This is the turbo one, the one that Brian Cook won, because they played Defense Grid.
I think we have to force the defense grid.
100%.
Just because our force isn't a card, so I pitched the Ponder if I'm you.
Sure. You sure, Ponder? Really?
And they have. I'll pitch the Ice-Fang. That's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ponder can try to get you out of this.
Ice-Fang can become a clock, but I guess it's a really slow clock. So this pedal is almost certainly going to Veil, I bet.
3 cards. I don't think they have Veil. No. Alright, they're gonna Rite of Flame. Yeah, this is the turbo sort of test that Brian Cook made.
Okay, does he have the Burning Wish?
No, it's gonna be in Tutor. Fellow Tutor. Oh, Burning Wish. You're right. What
So this is Burning Wish for Echo, probably?
Yep. And then reset. Which means we get the reset as well. Yep, they're gonna Echo, I think. Let's go look at the reveal pile. Sacking. Oh, they're probably getting the empty the Warrens because they sacked in response. Triple red.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
They're emptying.
So they're giving us one turn to answer it. And we can't, so we can scoop if they empty.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
so
game.
just
Yeah, this
wait.
is GG. There we go. Damn goblins. Defense grid main.
Alright, so for this we want engineered explosives because we want to have an out. I mean, we're a quad or a 3 Veil, 6 Force deck with 2 Deafening Silence after board, so
I'm just guessing, but don't tell me what's right, man. I'm just guessing here, so
well, we can board out all the swords to Plowshares.
it's a fair point.
We don't want or we do want the Seal of Cleansing and the Wilts because he's gonna have carpets and defense grids.
The Deafening Silence obviously are good.
Force negation, obviously.
Yep.
We can board out. We're at 63 right now. We can board out tutors.
Yep.
There's nothing we're going for that quickly. And I think the other thing to board out is just library. I feel like that's just
Yeah, it's a
too
bit too
slow.
slow. Yeah, I see that point. Actually, I noticed that you keep the combo like pretty much intact. You never board it out.
There's things you board the energy fields out. It's like, especially against a discard deck, you kind of don't want to board in. I mean, energy fields are awkward against tendrils, but a lot of times if you represent Veil, they'll have to go for Grape Shot. So between energy field plus Veil, you're protected from all of their combo kills.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I think this is what I would play.
So is your ideal line here is that we counterspell whatever they do, and then we get an Oko in play, we hit them a bunch of times, and then the backup is if we happen to draw a Rest in Peace Helm, we just kill them that way?
I would actually board out maybe one energy field and one Ice-Fang and board the Enlightened Tutors back in. Because now I'm thinking about it, if we get a Deafening Silence into play, they just kind of are done.
Sure. Bring the Tutors back in. Alright, go ahead and play it like that. Yeah, Sylvan Library definitely coming out, slots coming out. I had some argument for like potentially EE, because we can hit their 0 drops. But it seems like they're not playing them all out, right?
Yeah, they're just dropping them. Interesting. Don't love this hand.
Yeah, it's got the combo, but it's quite slow.
I think with the Helm, it's already kind of a multi-6, so I would just multi-6.
Sure. That's a fair argument. This sucks. Oh,
I like this a lot better. It's got turn 1 Ponder plus turn 2 Deafening Silence.
Now, how are you
Rest in
casting
peace.
Deafening Silence? Like, how do you know you're gonna hit a land?
I don't, but I would trust that. Like, I've got turn 1 Ponder. So I've got 5 looks, right? I've got
Oh, yeah,
the
draw.
Ponder, the shuffle off a Ponder, and one more draw step to find a land that can cast Deafening Silence.
So we are keeping and bottling the Wilt.
I think I'm bottoming the Rest in Peace.
Okay.
Because I want to have the Wilt. It both cantrips if it needs to, but also can hit a defense grid so that I don't have to force the defense grid immediately.
Fair point.
And the Coatl is the blue card for force, so...
Oh yeah. Gotta keep those two cards together.
Yeah.
So I noticed, like, back in the day when I used to when I started Legacy and I started thinking about decks and stuff, I learnt about obviously Clapos, but I also learnt about Maverick, and I noticed a lot of people like Miranda, for example. She was like, main deck Garruk Teague in Green's hunting for Garruk Teague when they weren't putting Collector Oof in the main deck, and then like realizing that Force Will is actually a 5-mana spell, but most people cast it for free.
They went to 5. I feel very good about this.
That's great. Yeah. Down there.
Alright, so it's Helm on the bottom, then D-Sphere, then Flooded Strand, and we really want that Flooded Strand.
Definitely.
D-Sphere is okay because it stops goblins, and it's also just a blue card, so...
Fair. Good point.
So, it also I guess we don't have a Savannah, so we can't both play the Deafening Silence and have the ability to play this Ice-Fang, but that's fine. We'll eventually draw an Astrolabe.
Speaking of Savannah actually just went up in price recently in the MTG Finance market in paper. Kind of a little bit sad.
Really?
Yeah, because Savannah is green-white, right? I was gonna get Savannahs for my green-white Titan deck that I'm mucking around in Legacy, and then I was like, oh man, it just jumped $100 in the last like couple weeks. Yes, as Chad has been mentioning, discard will hurt, and I agree. But would we counterspelling Thoughtseize is kind of awkward. Okay, Ponder. Yeah, Ponder. See, I don't know about you, Sam, but I'm totally fine when people Ponder turn 1. Like, I'm like, yes, a long game of Magic, let's go.
It's among the better things they can do for us, for sure. And there's an increasingly likely chance that this Wilt is being cycled at some point.
Yep, I can see that.
Because we're going to be fetching Tundra with Flooded Strand, meaning we're not going to have green mana.
What were you planning to hit the Wilt again?
Defense Grid or
Oh yeah, defense grid. Gotcha.
Carpet of Flowers is the other
Nice.
one.
I see. Cool.
There is actually, because they have Carpet, I think there is some... we should think about just getting a Plains with this Flooded Strand. And I think actually I would do that.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean,
Because that way, if they play it, they get 1 mana. So they put 1 mana in and get 1 mana out, and then hopefully we get to destroy it.
oh, so many times because I play 4 Carpal Flowers in. What are they doing? I play 4 Carpal Flowers in my Carpal deck, Mono Green Carpalist, and you will not believe it the amount of times Oko plays would totally destroy me with no islands. I'm like, come on.
So play that Deafening Silence, and that helps us a lot. Now they're gonna have some amount of Chain of Vapor or Decay or something, but this helps a lot.
I learned my lesson with Chain of Vapor. I like Chain of Vapor to creature, and then they just sack the land and bounce my stuff back. I was like, ah, I forgot about the other part of the card.
Yeah. The nice thing, yeah, when you identify that you are playing against a Burning Wish build, like Joey's pointing out in the chat, you do know that there's probably not going to have any discard. There's generally 1 Thoughtseize in the board to Burning Wish for, but that's the only discard usually in the 75 from what I have experienced recently.
Yeah. Tiger, interesting. There's the carpet. So cool. You in a sense, you just gonna let this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let that resolve.
Sure. Probably why they got the carpet, the tiger, sorry. Oh, they didn't even use it. Okay, so got nothing anyway.
Yeah, well, they can't cast another spell.
Oh, that's true.
I think I actually just leave up Cycle Wolves instead of play Rest in Peace.
Sure.
Playing Rest in Peace isn't actually that impactful against TS. They're not Ant. They're not trying to pass in flames us.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, we saw the Rite of Flame. Did we see a Rite of Flame? Was that us? Or was this game or another game?
There's no Rite of Flame. They're not. It does stop Echo and it makes Rite of Flame worse, but it's still just fine.
So I apologize. I didn't cycle on main phase. Is that wrong?
No, it's okay. We can leave man up and cycle and stuff.
Okay. I know that we could have hit a land, so I apologize for that.
Yeah, I think I said just leave it up, but
It's all good, man. It's all good. All right, they're making red. Burning Wish. I guess we let them have this. We tried
what
it.
does Burning Wish get? Burning Wish gets
What do they get it this time?
Thoughtseize maybe,
That's true.
or what's the thing that if you have a forest you can pay 6 life or give them 6 life to destroy enchantments?
Revelant
I think
Silence.
I think we let them have Burning Wish. I think that's fine.
They can Revelant Silence. Is that what it is?
I think that's right.
I can't see in Tiger. There is my card. Echo. All right, they got Echo, so they got an LED then.
Okay, so now we cycle.
Huh? They just scooped.
Interesting.
Why did they scoop? Was that a mistake? Oh, they could have been yielding. No, they didn't have
No,
to
they
click.
couldn't.
They can't accidentally scoop. Like, they have to like click OK, don't right?
No, I mean I don't think we change anything.
I wonder why. That's so weird. Good
Yeah,
friend.
I mean I don't think we change any of that.
Yeah, sure. That's so weird. Why do you think they scooped? Someone in chat's saying maybe they had no answers. To hello? Hello? What's hello? Or maybe they saw my stream and they realized how awesome I am.
Well, if they saw the Rest in Peace in hand and they were planning on going LED
Echo? Oh yeah, true.
Echo, then well, this is about perfect.
Oh really? Oh, because you can cantrip and just have all the Force of Will.
We are for sure getting out of turn 1, so we have double Force of Will.
Yep.
And then we can start cantripping and doing stuff. So
Is this a blue plays wet dream? 2 cantrips and 2 Force of Wills? And 3 lands?
Against TES, yes, it is.
What's the biggest stack you've had on Moto? Do you go like 3 can? Like I said, when I lost against Rug Delva, they had double Force in a daze. And I'm like, come on, man.
I guess it's kind of cheating, but I've done some pretty big Flusterstorm. Like everyone's done. Before Veil, when Flusterstorm was still a card you could play, I had some pretty big Flusterstorms.
Ooh.
That's tempting to force, but I don't think we do.
I was gonna say it is tempting, because like I don't know if I have a land.
Yeah, but they don't really need a land. I think
Let it go?
we let it go. Personally.
Alright. It's fine. I feel like I've been wrecked by this too many times where they just actually do have a land and they're just trolling. LED. Oh, interesting. They could sack their hand right now.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not doing
All
it.
they're doing is team play though, and fine with that. That's
Oh, okay.
now we just play Misty Rainforest and pass.
Yep. So we have Veil and 2 Force of Wills. Are you sure you want to lose 1 life pitching the Force? Like, I don't know if that's worth it. Hive Mind? Oh wow. Hive Mind and Legacy? Seems like a good fun time.
I assume they shuffled their card, right?
Let me see. Yep, he did shuffle. Oh, they did shuffle,
Yeah.
sorry.
It looks like they're just passing, so it's all fine. So we do nothing.
Astrolabe?
Right, now I think it's just Snow Island Astrolabe.
Gotcha, yeah, I figured that we should draw something at least. Like, you know, try to build the hand up. It should resolve. There you go, we got a win con.
Now that we have another blue card, I think we can ponder too.
Sure.
Oh no, we should leave Veil up, actually, so let's pass.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say. Because you have 2 forces now. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, we can leave our up. Don't worry about this card.
Yeah, and also just there's a, you know, their hand was awkward, so it feels like they must have been really close to a kill to make it worth keeping, right?
I think you're giving them too much credit. We just let this Brainstorm go, I think.
Yeah, I mean I think at the point that we've
When is the opportunity you actually do hit these cantrips? I know that you were sort of deliberating on it before.
that one is also really tempting, just because they'd have 4 cards in hand and they couldn't Veil us right then. Should have been a. I think we let that resolve and then go it next
Yeah,
turn.
I'll think about that as well. We also get it if they do activate it.
This might be greedy, but if they play a Petal here, I think we force the Petal
Oh,
because I
okay.
don't want them to Veil the Oko.
Oh, true.
I mean, I guess that's a little bit awkward after. They must be reading us for just not having counter magic at this point.
Yeah, because
Wishclaw feels like this has spell.
it's so weird, but like we're literally standing here with. Is this like target or just says an opponent? Okay.
On their turn, they can tutor.
Yeah.
Just gonna be a little bit awkward giving them a 3/3. But
Okay. Well, that really throws that LED out of the line there, but we still want to just elk this. Are we grabbing a forest, grabbing a plains? We don't care. We actually
yeah,
want
they've
to
only
get
got 4 hand. I think yeah, it's Forest Plains because we want to be able to cast. We might want to elk this Astrolabe to be able to block the Wishclaw. So
Okay. One of each of our basics. So we're elking the Wishclaw, right?
yep.
They can't activate it on our turn, so... It's so silly that you just did a +1, which is supposed to be -1, by the way. And it's now on 5.
Yep. And then next turn we'll make our Astrolabe a.
Blocker.
And we'll get to play Rest in Peace with Veil up for the rest of the game.
That's sweet.
Because the only awkward thing that could happen is if they play exactly green mana decay the Oko, and now they just have a 3/3 that we don't have any swords in our deck to fight anymore. But
That's true. We did take out the removal, but if they're just gonna keep swinging at us for what 6 turns, then
yeah,
I'm sure
in
we'll find
theory,
something.
we get to start cantripping at some point, and we'll find
Yep.
something to defend ourselves.
Also, Okay, Decay, yeah, Decay is a real deal because it can't be countered. But I was gonna say, like, we have Veil eventually when we untap.
We untap, yeah. So this is the one turn that we have to really worry about. Decay.
No, I don't think that was Decay. They need exactly, like, land or pedal plus Decay, hit Oko. I don't think they'll have it.
I mean, and then we get to just play Rest in Peace next turn and then ponder for the energy field, or
Oh, I thought we were gonna go the line with like island plains, Rest in Peace, hold up Veil.
I mean, we will if they don't decay. I'm talking about if they do decay.
Okay, gotcha.
And then we're on a 6-turn clock, so then we might have to do something a little bit faster.
Ah, so it's technical blue. It's a good sign. I'm gonna let the Ponder resolve. I don't think we need to stop that.
Yeah. I wonder how differently this game would be if we just forced the turn one ponder, like if they just literally had no mana.
That's a good point. I mean, we are holding 2 forces.
Alright, this might be the decay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they got the land. Alright, so if they're attacking me or Oko, let's see. Attacking Oko, so they don't have a decay. So why would they attack Oko?
Okay. Yeah. Green mana probably means Carpet or Veil or something of their own.
Yeah, but they already went to the second main phase.
I guess they're just shuffling after the ponder so they don't forget. Alright, now I definitely think we're playing Rest in Peace.
Like this, right? You don't want... You keep still
Yeah, we don't leave Veil.
Gotcha.
And
Elk the Astrolabe.
and exactly, Elf the Astrolabe, and then we can block there.
Wonder if they... Oh no, I was gonna say, wonder if they're gonna decay there. Awkwardly draw this Helm.
Okay, so they were debating when to decay. We Veil.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we should protect all our stuff. Oh, there's a Wilt. Nice.
Perfect.
But it only hits LED. Doesn't hit anything else. I think, like, I've never played Magic before Abrupt Decay existed. I always played... basically, I played in RTR, right, when it came out. And I never really played Eternal Form, because I played Standard for like a year or two. And then I moved to Modern. New Abrupt Decay was in certain decks there. But, like, it seems Abrupt Decay is so important in Legacy. Like, everyone knows about it, and also there are certain decks that just live and breathe by it.
Where's your code now?
Yeah, the fact that it has an answer now is so great.
Did Legacy exist before Modern?
When I made Counterbalance.
Oh, wow.
Counterbalance wouldn't care because you can counter one.
True. How long have you been playing Magic for, Sam?
Sorry, my dog is freaking out right over on the other side of my computer. I played back when I was in high school for 3 or 4 years, and then basically didn't play for the entirety of being in college. And I picked it back up in like 2013, 2014, somewhere in that range.
Gotcha.
And I did play a little bit when I was like really young, but I didn't really know what was happening that well. So
I see.
I had family that played it though. Sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna turn my camera off for 1 second so I can deal with my dog.
No worries, man.
Actually, I'm away.
This Brainstorm's taking forever. A really tough Brainstorm.
I think it's good. A long Brainstorm from a combo opponent means either they're really dead and they're just trying to figure out if there's anything that can save them, or they're really close and they're trying to count out and make it work. So he's probably trying to figure out how to beat Double Force or similar.
Yeah, I just said to chat, it's not a Brainstorm at this point. It's a 3-day workshop with lunch. They're attacking? Oko. So we just chump block this, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because
we
Oko's
just
got
block.
3. I wonder why they're attacking.
I mean, it takes the pressure off them a little bit, although we get to make more things.
Like, I think it's the top activation. Yeah. Yeah, true, but we still have the Oko engine going on. You see, Oko's so silly again. Oh wow, okay. So they're just flooding out. They normally, this deck shouldn't have this many lands. Oh, okay.
This one I think we have to force. Oh no, we have the Wilt in hand. Never mind. We let this go.
Okay, yeah. They need to activate it right now. Oh, they're not, they're just passing. Okay, we've got the Wilts, yeah. Oh, Ponder. So,
Ponder first.
yeah, I figured that. Yeah, I was gonna say we should Ponder first. See what we get. We can still Wilt. We don't want to land. Okay, there you go. Some more Okos. Oh, we should have.
So
first.
yeah, put Oko, Island, Tundra.
Oko, Island, Tundra. We also should have fooded first. No shuffle, right?
Yep, no shuffle. Play the land. Or yeah, doesn't matter. Create a food token. And then Wilt right now because they can't activate it.
Yeah, because it's only one turn. Yeah, we can still hold up these 2 Force of Wills here. Alright, so because we have the Rest in Peace in play, I actually totally forgot about Rest in Peace for a second then. When we draw an extra land, we can eventually win, right?
Yeah, we have a land on top, so.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant, yeah. That's what I meant, yeah.
And so if they try to Thought Seize us, we can also Brainstorm the Helm back on top as well.
Ooh,
If
very
they
smart.
have
Very smart, yes.
So they need to have perfects to get us here, I think. Is this game 2 or is this game 3?
I think this is game 2.
So we have to force that.
With the Ponder?
Yeah, force the Ponder.
If they have the Veil. They got the Veil. You gonna
Oh,
fight
yeah.
this?
So we think, what is their last card that they would be trying to resolve? Well, Brainstorm right now and put,
Oh, we have the Oko up top, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so Brainstorm right now, because we're going to pitch that Oko instead.
Yep.
So put, yeah, Veil and then Helm.
Click Veil then Helm, right?
Yep. And then I guess force this Veil of Summer, because we don't want them to draw the card.
So yesterday on stream, not yesterday, I think it was yesterday. No, Thursday. I tried to Veil, and everyone's like, "You're an idiot." All right, so we choose this one,
Oh,
right?
that was against me. That was against me.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, so we want to force the Veil just because we want to deny them the card. They have 1 card in hand, and I can't figure out what it could be that would.
I think it's probably just nothing. I don't think it's a Veil.
Because yeah, they don't have mana that they can use,
It's good. We're
or
good.
they don't have.
So we just.
Yeah, and now we just helm them because they also can't decay us.
Oh, true. Oh wait, let's make an elk. Let's make an elk first.
Sure.
Yay!
Was that just game 2 though?
Maybe.
Or was that game 3? I can't remember.
I don't know, man. It's all blur. It's all blur these days. So we're just robots playing Magic.
Oh no, that was game 3 because they scooped to the
Oh yeah, they scooped randomly.
to the Deafening Silence.
Yay! We got 2 and
Alright,
2 and 2.
last one.
So if we can get one more win, we can feed the kids. That's what they say, because
Yep.
we just get our credit back. But hope you guys are all enjoying the stream. If you Sam, do you stream as well?
I don't, not normally. No, I just I get on Discord or whatever with people we know from around here, but
Gotcha.
nothing on Twitch.
All right,
Not
awesome.
currently.
Well, all right. Well, you guys enjoying the stream? Please throw me a follow. Really helps support the stream here. And also, if you guys are watching from YouTube, click that subscribe button and like the videos. It definitely helps me here. Ring that notification bell. I have to keep saying this because I just put the VOD straight onto the videos, right? And I don't have like the subscribe notifications coming up on the stream because I put the video straight on. So thank you. Appreciate the follows there, King Ghidorah. Yeah, so if you guys are watching from YouTube, subscribe. It definitely helps. It's the best way to help me support the stream and the channel for free. Thank you for the follow. Alrighty, we've got a counterspell. We have a Ponder. Some Okos. I think this seems good, right?
Yeah, I would keep this. In the dark, this feels like a good hand.
Yep. Have you ever? You play leagues pretty often, don't you, Sam?
I do, yeah.
Have you ever had the moment where like you beat someone and then they come back and rejoin the league and, and you verse them again? Oh, whoa.
What does the backside of that do? Oh, this is some sort of omniscience, Omnitel build.
Oh, what? I've never seen this card. Look at the top 6 cards. You really instant all sorcery card and put it into your hand. The rest of them. So how do you know it's an Omni? I've never seen this card played.
That card is in the place of Drawn for Dreams, whatever. The thing that was 4 mana to dig your time. So
okay,
I guess it could also be a Belcher deck, but I would read this. It's a combo deck of some sort for sure.
Okay, we're still pondering here.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, oops! All spells again.
What's nice is I think we want that land in the Ponder, and I don't know if I want the D-Sphere yet, so I think we go D-Sphere, Ponder, land.
Interesting that you'd put the land on top. Oh, because you want
It
to.
can't be thought to be okay.
Gotcha. It doesn't really matter at this point, I guess.
No, but it's just a habit. Also, lands usually give up less information.
So not
It's not
Belcher.
Belcher.
Stand still. How much do you hate this card, Sam?
The bane of my existence. I think we force it pitching energy field.
Gotcha. Yeah, if they're playing standstill, it means that they're playing an aggressive deck. And this Oko will definitely get there eventually.
Yeah.
Alright. That was a snappier, not even a think. Pondering here?
Flooded Strand.
Oh, Flooded Strand.
down.
Interesting.
What's really awkward is we actually we do want to ponder first.
Okay.
So I don't know if Flooded Strand needs to get white or if it needs to get green, right?
I'll go with Oko, yep. Go ahead and ponder.
So there's another Flooded Strand. So I think it's Swords on the bottom, then D-Sphere, then Flooded Strand, which we want because we want to have both white and green.
Yep.
Don't shuffle, and then we're gonna fetch before we draw again. So now we just pass.
Sure. Alright, so your
unless something changes and the D-Sphere is really good, we're fetching.
Yeah, I figured that, yeah. So right now your line is basically Oko plan, right?
Yeah. So this deck is pretty soft to other control decks, is the one thing that can be a little painful.
So Samuel Rocha is suggesting potentially it's the Replenish deck, which I also love, by the way. It's the because they play Standstill and they sack it and then they replenish it all back. Cycle enchantments. Yeah, I love that deck. It could be that. It could be that. You're
That
right.
would make sense considering.
Oh, there's another one. Okay.
It's so annoying.
Fetch Brainstorm.
Fetch for Tundra and Brainstorm.
All right, because you have the trop to get the flooded with the Flooded Strand, right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll go to Tundra here and then Brainstorm. Sure, whatever.
I think it Island and then Swords. Or sorry, Swords on the bottom and then Island. My bad. It doesn't actually matter which one goes on top of the Swords because we're drawing it back.
Gotcha. Ooh. At least we have a plan, but this stencil's so awkward. Three cards is a lot of cards. I was testing Stencil in Cloudpost.
The question is, do we just jam the Oko or do we want to be able to Oko plus Veil?
I think we can wait. That's just my own opinion, but what are your thoughts?
So play the Flooded Strand then, because we want to fetch away that Swords to Plowshares.
Fair.
And then, yep, we just wait. And actually, if they show us a workshop, we might actually want the
Workshop?
Swords.
Oh, you think they play workshop?
I'm sorry, Factory.
Factory? Yeah, I don't think they play factories, but this is more like I don't know if it is the replenish deck, the shark deck, but they just beat us down with replenish things like sharks.
One thing we could have tried there was we could have Rest in Peace with Veil backup.
That's true. Again, we don't know if we're playing against replenish yet, so
Yeah.
they're playing that tap land again. Oh, they're just passing as well.
So fetch because we don't want to draw the Swords.
Of course,
Fetch
of course.
the Trop.
Yep.
And now that they've put it in play, and haven't immediately revealed a factory, and we're also at 17 life, and we've got a bunch of land drops, we should just not cast anything.
Drop.
We're just sitting under the standstill for until they have 7 cards, and we can basically make it less impactful.
See that.
So.
Twin Dom says, against Standstill, you either break it or just wait until you have 7 cards. Fair point.
Yeah. So the 2 options we have right here are they've only got 4 cards in hand. We could just play the Rest in Peace if we think that their deck cares about their graveyard a lot and defend it with Veil, or play Oko and defend it with Veil. But they've got mana untapped now, so they could easily have Counterspell plus Force of Will or something like that, especially if they draw 3.
Yeah,
so I think we just play Land and Pass now.
Sure. I can see that. We're also up a card more than them in a way, but you know, Standstill is like symmetrical, right? Like if they play one, we play one. You know, that's the thing. And they're also just passing. They're not even thinking on end step, which means that you know they make you not be able to replenish because normally on end step if they have the Shark Typhoon, right? They just sort of wait and think.
The awkward thing is they're not going to ever miss a land drop like that because they've got a bunch of this nonsense in there.
Yep, that's true. Alrighty.
They have to have removal on the deck though, right?
I think they have cast out if they are playing replenish. We haven't seen white yet, but
Is this like mono blue standstill? Would be really interesting.
yeah.
Alright, we've been waiting so far, so I think because we're not close to discarding yet, I think we just keep waiting.
Alright.
Once we're at the point of having to discard cards, then the net card advantage of standstill becomes a different equation, right?
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say like I wasn't sure when you should ever break the standstill. Okay, I see your Tundra. So I'm spelling like it's Shark Typhoon here, getting cycled.
Yeah.
Yep. I knew it. There you go. For 2.
So now they're gonna force us to break the standstill, basically.
Did. Sorry, someone's just singing in the chat.
There's very few cards I like seeing on the other side of the table less than standstill.
I love how the shark just came out of darkness and like loaded the art in. Why are the sharks? The shark is flying just for the memes.
I think we play the Oko first, because actually we could kind of maybe surprise them with the Helm kill.
Yeah, this one?
So, the Oko, and let it get countered or do whatever it's going to do.
I feel like the counter spell. Will let it happen?
Oh, sure. No, we don't want to veil this. We'll veil to protect the Rest in Peace next turn. But I do think we play another Rest in Peace right now.
Sure, I gotcha, yep. We'll make them
Because we only have 1 more mana, so we want to... And they might just let this resolve.
Okay, yeah.
So they're not a required deck. And next turn we can try to Energy Field with Veil backup.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You're trying to protect yourself from the flying sharks?
Yeah, and also get us to a position where we can resolve this Helm safely.
It's so funny that these sharks are only flying just for the memes. Like, I don't think these sharks should be flying technically, but they did it for the meme.
This feels like maybe tapping out for Shark Typhoon.
Sorry? Nope, not standstill. Sure.
Oh, that's obnoxious.
Yeah, they love the standstills. I mean, we already took out 2 of them, right? Yeah, it's 2 in graveyard. So they just happen to draw another one.
Yeah, they've drawn the good half of their deck, unfortunately. Alright, and I think now we play Energy Field, because it protects us from this standstill. And at this point, we just have to crack them immediately. We're the one under the pressure.
So double island, you think is right?
Yeah, that seems fine.
Ah, damn standstill. See if they try to counter this. They've probably got tons of counters for it. Alright. Are we letting it happen?
Definitely veil this.
Okay.
Oh, I should have had you do it off the Trop, though.
Oh, sorry.
We can't cast the Astrolabe now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad, sorry. I always tap basics by instinct.
I always tap duels because they can be wasted.
True, true. Okay.
So they basically have not gotten a standstill off that, so that's fine. Let's put this other rest in peace in play
Yep.
in case they have a cast out,
Fair enough. Yep.
and we hope they tap their mana for something next turn.
Oh yeah, because we can helm them. Gotcha.
Like if they tap out for,
Yep, we ripped again. Yeah, chat was saying rip again. 100%. Okay, you're right. Factory does make sense. I knew the factories do get played in standstill, but I just never really seen it in replenish. It could just be blue-white control with sharks.
yeah, I'm trying to guess, what do we think the chances they have another?
Oh,
That's
that's okay.
perfect. So, Helm leaving
The-
Forest up, I guess.
Sure. I guess they already used how many counterspells now? They got actual counterspell and 2 forces, and they've gone ahead. Yeah, so there's a low chance that they have another force.
They've drawn 9 extra cards and
Sure.
have brainstormed a couple times. They almost certainly have. But it
Nice.
might.
Oh, we win.
Wow, perfect.
Grindy is grind of magic.
Alrighty, and now we get some Force of Negation, some junk.
Yeah. Got him.
So we get negations, and we get back to basics because it answers.
The tap lands that they keep playing.
Yep.
Do you think carpet's good, or you don't care about that?
I mean, a mana advantage is good. We'll see if we have enough to board out. I think we want the Wilt because we want to be able to cycle it and answer a resolved Shark Typhoon.
Yeah, true, true. Yeah, how do players normally deal with that in Legacy? It's so big.
I think we want the Felidar Retreat because if we can get one into play, they then can't standstill us because any land drop we make just makes a 2/2.
That's so good. I'm excited to see this get in play finally.
We finally hit a grindy matchup. We haven't hit one yet. All right, in this matchup, what are we boarding out? I think we're boarding out our Swords to Plowshares because I don't think we want to be fighting on that axis.
Yep. Do you think Energy Field is probably like not for this matchup because it's the sharks are too slow. They're not going to get a lot of sharks out.
What I'm trying to do is have just like energy fields and back to basics things to answer all their threats like en masse, so we don't have to just burn a swords immediately. I do think we should bring in the injured explosives. We can just hit all of the sharks at once.
I agree. Yeah.
Super.
Good points.
And I think we board out Enlightened Tutors because we don't really want the card disadvantage. And if we board out one energy field, since D-Sphere can also hit all of the
Sharky
things
shark.
at once.
Yep.
So I think I like that.
Chad is saying E can help against standstill. I 100% agree. That's good. And also,
Yeah,
I
we
just
put
think
one
about
in on-
sharks as well.
Yeah, we can just put one in on 2 at some point and then stare at them.
We're good.
Yep, I think that's good.
I wonder if their deck could actually play Moat in the like sort of enchantment deck. Because like the sharks
Yeah.
fly, right? Have you thought about playing Shark Typhoon yourself?
I have. It's a little awkward in the Rest in Peace deck, but it's definitely doable. I keep this hand for sure.
Yeah. We got Counterspell, we got Oko, we got redraws from Astrolabe. Seems good.
Yeah.
You feel like we get obviously we gotta wait until we draw first, but I'm assuming here. You said your rule is like you'd like to get forest or island, but I meant sorry, forest or plains. But would you get here?
I would get an island here, because that's against a choke deck.
Okay, gotcha.
So I just go Vista for island and and play Astrolabe.
How much has Vista really helped your type of decks that you play? I know you play a lot of control decks.
It's really great because it's a 3-color fetch, right?
Yeah,
it's just a
true.
tri-land in every deck I play.
Nice.
So, in this hand, if they play a standstill, I think we immediately snap force it and then try to resolve our library next turn.
And try to grind away.
Yeah, because they have far fewer.
Nope.
Like they have a lot of. Interesting.
This is just limited. They're just playing tap lands.
Yeah, I still think we jam library.
Yeah, for sure. Off the plains?
Yeah.
I've actually seen weird, like, sort of board states where it's like, you have like 5 Astrolabes in, no, not 5. You have like 2 or 3 Astrolabes in play and there's no islands to be seen, right? And like, there's like
Yeah.
Oko and like counterbalance and all this shit.
Because they've all been like OHKO'd and attacked already.
Oh no, just for the point, like, they haven't played a single island, but there's all these blue permanents in play because of Astrolabe. Probably let this go, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's really interesting. I hadn't actually thought about the fact that these spell land duels are really good in standstill. When you put one in play, all you want to do is just keep playing lands and force your opponents to break the standstill first. I think we forced it because we have a library in play already.
Yeah, and we also have so many Okos. Oh, they're forcing back. Do you want to force back or you want to leave it?
No, because I think we want one Oko at least. So now they can have a standstill.
Sure. Yeah.
As long as we find a blue spell, they need to find another Force of Will to be able to stop our Oko from hitting play.
They're also
Which
down to 3
seems-
cards. They
They're
exile.
going to be at 6 cards as soon as we play this Oko.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Yeah, library. This is
We are paying 8 immediately.
good. Whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
You haven't even seen the cards yet, Sam. How do you pay 8 before you've seen the cards?
Because this is a control mare, so we're paying 8.
Well, another Oko. That's great. Sure.
Yeah, pay 8.
Pay 8, Lee. Pay 8.
And then, yeah, fetch and get a drop
Gotcha.
and cast this Oko. Okay.
Yep. Unfortunately, we haven't really
And
seen
we-
any more Force Wills. Oh, we did use two of them, sorry. Oh no,
Yeah,
one
they
in a
used 2
hand.
already.
Yeah. Alright, put a Jen as Oko.
Yeah, so they need another force effect. And actually, they need 2 more force effects in their 6 cards.
Nope.
And make this Astrolabe a Elk and start beating.
Nice. I like beating down. Oh, so this Sylvan Library really came through, didn't it?
It really did.
When I was it also replaced your Force Will. When I was making my Green White Titan deck, the chat was always like, just put Sylvan Library, it's the best green card for card draw. I was like, yeah, good point, especially because my deck has so much life gain as well.
We should have also, I didn't think about this, we should have also put the EE down for 0 last turn.
You worry about another
Because
standstill?
Well, we have an Oko place, they really can't stand still as that effectively. Yeah, we can force that, that's fine. I would force pitch energy field.
Yeah, I was gonna say energy field.
The other Oko.
The other Oko?
Oko's fine. Yeah, we might need the energy field for something.
For sharks? I mean, we have engineered for sharks, but yeah.
Yeah, but we already have an Oko play. So.
I doubt they're gonna deal about Oko, that's why. Do we pay 8 again? I'm just checking. Oh, back to basics. It's good.
So put a land back and pay, I guess pay 4.
Okay, so which one do you want to pull back? Which one do you want to take?
Put the Flooded Strand back, because we can get a forest with the Misty.
Sure. Wow, down to 4. You're crazy.
Alright, attack with the 3/3.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
And then make a food with Oko in
Yep.
the second main phase.
I normally do that first. Then back to
And
basics?
fetch for a forest.
Yep. Oh, forest, yep. Shark! Shark Typhoon!
And play at the back to basics, yeah.
Yeah, I hate. You know how much I hate this card, by the way? I hate this card so much.
And play out the EE for 0.
Gotcha, yep.
Because it can be an elk if it needs to be, but it can also
Ooh.
blow sharks if they put one in play.
You're right. What about the elk part?
And they really can't afford to stand still anymore, so...
No, they're gonna give us too many cards. And we have an Oko in play. Oh,
Yeah,
we-
you can't stand still into an Oko that's in play.
Yep. Do you think that maybe they're gonna double Sim Spirit Guide into Blood Moon again?
They have Red Blast. They do have Red Blast.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay, that's fine.
Sure. We still can beat
Well,
down.
this food will give us 3 life to give us another card off Sylvan Library, potentially.
That's true.
But they also had to... They also had to lose a land to do that.
Yeah, well, the question is it worth it? Oh, that's
Put land D-Sphere back.
Alright, so land first.
It doesn't matter the order, I don't think, because we're probably going to ponder and
Okay.
shuffle some of this away. So attack with our 3/3.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Attack first. Yep. Makes sense. Because I could have a sword, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, and then let's ponder. We're almost certainly shuffling, but I guess I don't know that for sure.
Brains? Nah, I want to shuffle that.
I'm
Are you thinking of
thinking about putting this energy field back with Brainstorm.
Gotcha, yeah, it's sort of useless in the moment.
Yeah, let's keep this. Let's keep the Flooded Strand. I guess put the Flooded Strand in play. So D-Sphere, then Brainstorm, then Flooded Strand. And we put the Flooded Strand in play.
We also can recycle the wilt if need be.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, we can activate food later. We don't need to activate it now. Unless you want to. But they need a red source.
Nah. Are we out of Okos? Are there 2 Okos in exile?
There are 2 Okos, yeah.
That's annoying. We should have really pitched this energy field that turn that I had us pitch the Oko. Oh well.
Yeah. That's okay,
They're stuck at 2 mana, so they're fine.
Yep. No, yeah, they also... I don't think their deck plays bolts. I think the red is just for Pyroblast. Alright, they just party. Should we crack the food?
Yeah, because we don't have any... I mean, that kind of reveals we don't have any more Okos left, but that's not that surprising. We're also at 3 life, so I think it's actually believable that we would just crack it to not
2 fish on a mana.
be able to be hit by a shark.
Do you care about fetching here, or you don't care?
No, because I want to draw the Brainstorm.
Oh, the Brainstorm, yeah, gotcha. I forgot about that part.
So
Yeah.
put D-Sphere land back.
Yes, so these cards keep appearing.
And then let's attack.
Yeah, they're at 9. Wow, imagine if we kept that other Oko, they'd have been super dead by now. It's okay, I mean, it's not your fault, I'm just pointing out, like, Oko's so strong that, like, in this sort of board state, they just keep killing him.
So let's Brainstorm now.
You sure you don't want to fetch? Because we're going to see the same 2 cards again.
Because I want to fetch away the stuff from the Brainstorm.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, let's put Energy Field and Plains back.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Ash
fetch.
Oh, fetch, yeah, sorry, you're right, fetch. right.
And doesn't matter, grab a Pile or Plains.
Plains? Yeah, sure.
And then let's just play this Astrolabe out.
Oh, because with Astrolabe. I was going to say, this is sort of important, we need double blue, double white, but I realized that Astrolabe fixes everything. So we'll draw Karakas? Okay. We're gonna play land, yep. Oh, okay. Oh, we didn't play land, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what we're afraid of at this point. I guess they can make a 3/3 shark, but then we have an EE in play already.
Yep.
So
Jeez. I mean, we can D-Sphere it, right?
yeah, it's awkward because it bounces. Well, if it bounces our Astrolabe, we get a draw off it. So yeah, Jace is fine.
Yeah. I doubt they're gonna bounce, they're probably gonna Brainstorm. Oh, will they bounce? Oh, no, you're bouncing, you're right.
Bouncing kills all the pressure, like just stop all the pressure.
Okay, true. Yeah, because we don't have another pressure thing.
Now I feel really dumb for her. So let's put the Brainstorm and... Well, actually, no, let's put the Rest in Peace and the Veil back.
Yep.
Because we have the Brainstorm to go find it.
Play Astrolabe?
Let's...
Or DC first?
Yeah, let's D-Sphere first, leaving as many tools up as possible.
So green? Up?
Yeah, that should be fine. We have an Astrolabe actually, so we're fine.
Okay.
Because we might need to Brainstorm and then also Veil.
Yeah, we got it.
And then let's cast the Astrolabe.
Yeah, we just keep tricking away. So that's a grindy matchup, man.
Yeah. Yeah, because we didn't pitch the energy field instead of the Oko, we would have won this easily.
It's okay, it's okay. I guess this is the angle that you always have to try to figure out, right?
Yeah. So now we also have Veil. Well, I guess Veil doesn't actually protect our D-Sphere unless they
Okay.
try to like
You're passing pretty quickly here.
parry.
You're just passing through. Okay, another Jace? Another Jace. Sure. Can't do anything about that. Unless you want to brainstorm. Do you want to brainstorm or we don't?
We lose our land if we brainstorm.
Okay.
I think we're just fine with that. I think we just have to be fine with that, unfortunately. We're trying to rip Helm them with Veil back up now. Is
Okay,
what we're
gotcha.
trying to do.
Oh yeah, because it's a 5 mana combo, I guess, sort of synergy. Wait, we need... No, but we need a Rest in Peace, don't we? Oh, you say we want to rip Helm. Okay, I thought you meant literally like rip.
Oh no, yeah. Rest in Peace is rip.
Oh, there's Rest in Peace. And Felidar Retreat.
Ooh, actually, let's try killing Felidar Retreat. Put Rest in Peace Island on top of the deck.
So, like this?
Yep. And then let's cast the Felidar Retreat using all the basics.
Yep. So it says 4 mana. Oh, so you just want to grind it out, like literally. Are you gonna
Yeah.
try to draw the land or you didn't care? You're just gonna wait.
Well, we're gonna brainstorm into it once this Felidar resolves, potentially.
Okay.
Now we Veil.
Sure. We have to resolve this. 2
Go for
cards.
so long.
No, it worked, it worked, it worked.
And then we play the land.
Oh yeah, because you knew that they were gonna counterspell. All right, so we're making a dude, right?
Yep.
The other one's probably useless. And then they have
Currently-
to minus.
And now every land we draw is a 2/2 that they have to answer.
What kind of creature type is it, Sam? It's a...
Cat rogue, maybe? Or cat something?
I think it's just a cat. Oh, it's a cat
Cat
beast. Cat beast.
Cat.
I just wanted you to say cat. Oh, congrats, Blasty. You went 3-2. Awesome.
I completely forgot we boarded Felidar Retreat into the deck.
I was excited, remember? I was like, oh, awesome. Get to play this new enchantment. Alright, still need to deal with this Jace. But every land drop
They
is
probably do
good.
have cast outs and stuff, but if they have
This is okay.
if
We
they're
can't...
bouncing our tokens with Jace, that is fine.
Yeah, they're also making the Jace go down a little bit. This Sylvan Library is also going to keep finding us lands.
Yep. They might be trying to timeout kill us, but
Oh yeah, is this game 2 or 3? Astrolabe?
put energy field and then rest in peace back. It was game 2. We won game 1.
Okay, gotcha. Wow, okay.
Let's Astrolabe off of planes.
We're down to 2 cards. Okay. And then rip?
And then let's brainstorm first.
Okay, sure. Okay, you're trying to find those lands, gotcha. Oh yeah!
That's really kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Energy field and Veil back. And then let's play Rest in Peace.
Alright, as we say, we'll hold up the veil, right?
Yeah. Hopefully they're sloppy and just try to counter the Rest in Peace right here.
Nope. Well, they have a lot of basics as well. This veil can stop them if they try to Fate Seal us, but I don't know if that's even worth it. Probably not. We want to keep it up for the counter spells. Hey, yeah. Alright, they're brainstorming again. Oh yeah. Well, I'm glad they didn't make Jace the Mind Sculptor in 2019, because it would have been a +1, +3 or something.
One thing that's going to be fun is if we find a Helm, we can Veil first and ask them if they want to do anything, and if they don't, then we cast the Helm.
I love how you say it so much like a control player, like ask them if they want to do something. Or we just flicker the Detention Sphere, right? I'm joking.
So energy field Veil back,
Yeah.
and let's ponder.
Yeah.
Can't be this hard to find lands, you know, like.
There we go. So, Energy Field Veil land?
Actually, I kind of want to shuffle this.
Oh, really? Okay, sure.
Those cards are just not that good.
Okay. That's a force. We can hard cast it, I guess.
Yeah, it's It's really awkward that we.
Do we want to play
Can't.
Cycle this World, sorry?
We're getting close to needing to do that, yeah.
Do you want to do it now to see if we hit a land?
Sure. We'll probably draw.
But how about the Force? You want to hold the Force up or you don't care?
I don't think there's much we're gonna need to force.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Now we've got the force anyway. So we
Okay.
can pass to them.
Sure. So many Astrolabes in play, no, okay. You're probably wondering, like, alright, this library's at least gonna keep diggers, because we shuffled, right? Yeah, we shuffled, so we've got a new top.
I guess if we had kept that land, we would have had cards we didn't want on top, but we would have had a 2/2, so they would have to downtick with the Jace or lose the Jace. Oh, that's brutal. They've got red now.
Yeah.
I guess Felidar Retreat doesn't really care.
Oh, Ponder's good.
What I really want is the fetch land so we can end of turn make a.
Oh, cool.
So I guess it's Ponder Coatl back. I wish we could put this energy field back. We can't.
No, not yet.
And then let's Ponder.
See what we hit. Force Negation?
I think let's take the Ponder.
So, we go Ice-Fang, Force, then Ponder?
I think it's Force Ice-Fang Ponder.
Okay, Force, Ice-Fang, Ponder. Do you Ponder again? Is that what you do?
Yeah, I think I'm pondering again.
Sure.
Because worst case scenario, we can keep the snake and start attacking them.
Oh, it's just more cantrips.
And now I think I go Force Brainstorm Coatl.
Sure.
And I just plan on Coatling at the end step.
Yep. Oh, magic. Magic is long.
To the question in the chat, I think the regular Miracles deck is honestly better than this, but Lee is not a blue player, so this is like a entry-level blue deck where you get to tap your mana on your main phase and do stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at blue magic. I'm also worried about time, because this is game 2, right?
This is. They're gonna have to start doing something. Cast the Coatl.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, you don't want to look the
Wrong mana, yeah, sorry.
Oh, wait, mana first. Yeah, it's annoying that it makes you do that.
Oh, shivers. Yeah! This guy's like, what are you doing? Idiot. Right there. Counterspell?
Now, Veil.
I forgot we had. I totally forgot we had the veil. Oh wow.
Now, force the,
Spell pierce?
yeah, let's force the Spell Pierce. I think that's the best one to do. They've got to be, I mean, they've been Jace brainstorming for like turns and turns and turns. They're gonna have a red blast here, but.
Wow, this stack. Not a result.
Cool.
I'm gonna Brainstorm.
Yep. And we got a Coatl, and there's a Force Negation on top, which is kind of sad, but make sure to force the Fairy.
Oh yeah. Sorry, forgot about that part. Oh, you planned this.
I forgot, I was originally sad because I forgot we were going to have the Brainstorm in hand. But, oh no, if we handle land drop, we can probably kill the Jace.
We did hit a land drop.
Ice-Fang.
Yeah, we did hit a land drop.
Alright, so put, I guess it's Veil Force of Negation on top, annoyingly.
Yeah,
I would
I
like
know.
to have Force of Negation in hand, but what can we do?
I wanted both.
And let's kill the Jace, if we can.
Oh, because you
Oh
put
no,
the
you play
land.
line first.
Yeah, gotcha. I was about to say you put the counters on.
Actually,
right?
let's make it 2-2. Make it 2-2.
You sure?
Because they put the Jace at 1,
Oh yeah, sure.
because they still have to answer every 2-2, right?
Yeah, yep, true.
And they might have red blast.
The crazy part here is
This
that
just makes it-
you're attacking the Jays and not them, but yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
this
Dalton.
makes the Jace have to die to answer the token, right?
True. Well, this retreat is also going a long way here as well. And the Sylvan Library is definitely pulling its weight.
pretty sure the Sylvan Library basically brought us all in the end.
It did. Sylvan Library. I mean, Splashing Green's a good reason, right?
I mean, I'm really splashing green for the Veils because and I guess the Ogos because
Oh.
Mentor, that's bad for us.
I mean, we've got the Engineered still, but that blows up our token.
That's true. It only blows up our cat token.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do I just yield here, man? Because I got no cards.
Yep. Yeah, you should, yeah. Save the clock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. But I'm still learning.
We do definitely have this EE in play, so we can attack the Jace with our Coatl, and if they don't respond and the Jace dies, if they try to go all out and attack us,
I think we have to just play out this game, right? There's no way we're gonna win game 3.
I mean, we can Helm kill them, but...
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Also, they have to have spells to cast on their turn, or sorry, on our turn as well.
Mm-hmm. So attack Jace straight over, right? Oh, let's see what we got.
We're drawing a Force of Negation, and I forget what 2 things are under it. Well, I guess we only know one of them, but...
Oh, there's a Helm. Do we just go for it? Oh wait, we can't pay 4 life, so... Do we go for the Helm?
Yeah, I think we do. So I think we put Force back.
Or do we wait a turn?
Actually, I don't think we do go for it, because we have the E to make sure we survive next turn.
Gotcha.
I think we just attack Jace with the Coatl and attack them with the cat.
Oh, okay, sure.
And because we're probably cracking this EE, so the cat will die anyway.
Yep, true. Alright, cool point. Yeah, because we can have the Veil back up a little. Oh, Red Blast. Oh, Pyro Blast.
That's what I figured.
I mean, better than doing it now, so then kill the tokens anyway.
Now I think we might have to go for it, because they might actually be able to just get Mentor up to 4 damage. I think we just go for Helm now.
Okay.
And dare them to have a Force Low.
Yep. 3 cards. So they got it. Alright. Oh, why are this thing floating around? Alright. Do you have it, opponent? What is this? Force Negation. They had the Force. Pitching
Alright,
shot.
so we can see them. Because we're dead.
Alrighty.
And now we have to try to kill them quickly next game.
Yep. Ah! Flip the table. Okay. Alright.
I mean, it's generally impossible to beat a Jace until like 4 times. So.
Yep.
I don't think we change anything.
I'm ready. Woo! You didn't think Carpet at all? Just gives them the mana advantage, but yeah. I don't know, I just love Carpet. I guess if Carpet's for Rock Delver, isn't it?
Yeah, to remain as allies. They're not trying to deny our mana.
That's true, yeah.
I might take out Back to Basics now that they've seen it and put a moat in. Because they both stop Factory in the same way, but it also answers Monks.
Yep, I'm an idiot. I've already clicked that.
Okay.
Sorry.
You can we'll do it and click Submit again, if they haven't submitted yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what? And that it? Oh, wow. I did not know that. Really? This whole time? You just saved me so many, like, bad games. I've done that so many times. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you. You taught me big lessons today. The game
And actually, let's change out...
Oh, too late. It's already clicked somewhere. Alright.
That's okay. I was gonna say we could have Seal of Cleanse again, which can just sit and play and wait for
Stand still.
so hit yes. We want to play first. We're low on clock, so
Oh, yes, sorry.
keep. And turn 1 Ponder off Chop.
Sure. Sorry. I was
I'm gonna
just...
try to think on their time as much as possible.
Of course. I was just getting distracted, so...
No worries. Shuffle that. We need lands.
Got it. Okay. Planes for Rest in Peace, right?
I would just go Island and plan on Ice-Fang.
Sure.
Because if we have an Ice-Fang in play and they've got nothing, it's going to be harder for them to play Standstill.
Mm-hmm. Just yeah, me playing against the clock is a quite a regular thing. Unfortunately, I'm pretty bad at Magic. I
Oh, perfect. So
That's
play
great.
that and just pass. And hopefully they'll put a standstill on the stack and we can just put this Ice-Fang into play.
yeah. Passing, okay. And step.
End of turn. Yep, Ice-Fang. Okay, Vista. I guess Ponder's fine. Yeah, let's Ponder first. Vista's gonna go get a Plains. Let's shuffle that.
Huh.
And Vista should get a Plains, and we'll play the rest in peace.
Yep. Attack.
Yeah, that's fine to attack first. I guess this might get spell pierced, but maybe not, because maybe they don't care about it.
Are you trying to fight this, or you care more about the helm?
Oh, we can't fight it.
Okay, I got it. Oh,
We have
this
Force
is
Negations, unfortunately.
My bad. Yeah, it's that turn.
If they cast like it's Fairy, we'll force Pitch Force, though.
Yeah, okay, Force Stitch Force, yeah, that makes sense. You're just trying to get lands now, right? Force hit?
Yeah, let's force that.
Pitching. Force?
Yep. Yep. It's a little awkward that they would do that, but sure.
Alright, sure. So we can just keep attacking.
Yep.
3 minutes.
We don't need to do anything until they make us.
Yeah.
They probably have a Typhoon in hand, or else I don't think they would make this play, but
Yeah.
then we have a Death Touch flyer. So
You
it's
don't care about the
also
Oko?
No, I think we want them to have 7 cards in hand before we break it.
Sure.
And we can break it on their end step with Brainstorm, once they do have 7 cards in hand.
Okay, that's some pretty good wizarding. Alright,
I was gonna say they have to act first, but
yeah. Do you want to Oko
yeah,
Veil, or you don't
keep
care?
attacking.
Oh, we can't.
Actually, let's just attack. We're not winning this race, but we can pull back at some point.
Yep. Okay, we'll just pass.
If they want to tap, see, ours is free. Theirs taps their mana
Yep.
to attack. So
Yeah, they are 2-2 opposed to our 1-1, but we are. Well, ours is flying, I guess, in a way.
yeah, we're not winning this race, so
Yep.
we'll have to stop attacking. But
Okay. What's next?
we're down to 3 minutes. Okay. Can you do nothing? Let's play out the energy field and make them answer it. Because if it does resolve, we are again winning the race.
Can I spell? We Veil?
Yeah.
Cool. Got it. Do
We did lose that, but we lost it because they
Did we
had
brainstorm?
We didn't lose our life total. No, we don't need to brainstorm yet. Let's attack with the Ice-Fang though.
Yeah.
We don't know what we want off this brainstorm. It might be a land if they like tap a bunch of mana next turn for a chase or something.
True. Do you want me to yield next time?
Yeah. A yield until end step maybe?
Okay.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is. Oh. Okay. Sorry.
Sure.
They hit the pyroblast me. My bad. I shouldn't have yielded.
How do they still have 7 in hand? Oops. Oh, we should have brainstormed in response to that too. Although now we can just crack brainstorm at the end step.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, because then I have to clean up, right?
Yeah. So now they basically cycled the.
Okay, that's an interesting way of dealing with standstill.
Wilt land back on top.
They probably have a counter spell, but you feel more confident playing an Oko here or a Helm, just to try to win.
I think we jam the Oko.
Sure.
Oh no, we can jam the Helm because they have red mana up.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, fucking Spellfierce.
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Drop
They're
Tundra.
probably gonna cost Brainstorm.
The Tundra. Or the.
Yeah, it's fine. Tundra's fine. Oh, we're gonna lose this game because we misevaluated. Well, no, actually,
Got another Helm.
put Veil and then Helm back, and then force pitch Oko the Pierce.
Ah.
Okay, it's okay. We'll have force to defend the next Helm,
Okay. Sorry, I
and
took it too
just
far.
leave the Ice-Fang back because now we need to block.
Sure. Oh, we do the Force.
So they're gonna have to get through. We're gonna wait 2 turns unless they do something that makes us not get to do that.
Yep.
And you're gonna have to beat Force plus Veil
Okay.
with the Helm.
But they have to beat Force of Veil, you mean? Yeah, not us. Yeah, whatever. Chase?
Yeah, just let that go.
Sure. Ah! So much pressure.
Okay, so yeah, they're just drawing 3.
Ah, so much pressure.
Okay, and now draw the Helm and do nothing but attack the Jace.
Okay. Oh, because you want to draw the Veil, gotcha.
Yeah. And don't even play the land yet.
Sure. So many micro lines. Ah!
And they're gonna have 7 cards in hand and a crap ton of mana, so
Yep.
there's a good chance we still lose this, but
It's okay. We don't lose, man. I'm learning a lot of lessons. That's the main thing, right? Ugh.
I mean, try to hardcast Force on that,
Sure.
because it's not worth anything next turn if they have an answer.
Oh, sorry.
Next turn what we're gonna do is Veil and make them decide if they want to do anything.
Yep. They probably have a counter spell. I feel like they're thinking a lot. They're fletching, alright.
I can't imagine them not having a counterspell, right?
Yeah. Brainstorm, maybe?
They have double red blast, it looks like.
Yeah,
Nope,
Force-
maybe only single red blast.
Just a Force of Negation there. So they hard casted a Force. Negation. Sure.
Oh, that was the perfect wrong one for them to bounce. Alright, so now we're gonna... Oh, that's so brutal.
Why is that?
They bottomed our Veil.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay.
Well, we gotta go for the Helm. I'm
Alright.
gonna get better. No, play the land out first.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Spell Pierce. Forceful Will.
And we skip for that. They got us.
Oh, we can't play a Ice-Fang.
Can't do any response. Yeah, we're just dead here. We don't have enough time on our clock to beat them.
Ah, oh well.
Well, they drew, I think it was like triple standstill every game. It's not possible to beat that, unfortunately.
It's okay. It's also my fault as well. There was a few puns I did there, and I appreciate you hanging out.
No, I mean, I told you the wrong one. We might be able to resolve this Oko, although I feel like they've got a red blast.
No, they
And
don't.
now they're resolving a Shark Typhoon.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah, we skipped that.
It's okay. We're probably dead, but we'll run out of time. But yeah.
Yeah. So, if we were playing the version that I play sometimes that has worse mana but red blast, I think we would have done better in that particular matchup.
Mhm.
But here's what it is.
I misclicked a few times, but I appreciate playing, hanging out. But thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate everyone hanging out watching from Girl Legacy. So what are your thoughts after playing all those games and matches there? Do you have any comments on any of the matches that we had, like as a conclusion, sort of wrap up?
Sorry, I was muted there. So the Miracles deck, if you're just trying to play Blue-White Control, the Miracles deck is almost certainly better, unless you're specifically playing against Rug Delver and only Rug Delver.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, this deck, I think, is really good in exactly that matchup. But it's also easier to pick up, so it's also like a nice entry level kind of to the control world if you're not that used to casting Brainstorms and Ponders, in that you get the tap out value of sometimes you just win a game by playing Rest in Peace and putting an energy field into play and then staring at your Elves opponent who now doesn't have any answers because they don't play Rex Sage Mate anymore. So
Sure.
there's ups and downs to this deck. It's also, I think, maybe a little bit sweeter than Miracles, I would say, because the Helm kill is pretty spicy. But as far as the matches are concerned, I think if we splashed red in here as well, we'd have a good chance against the Standstill deck. Although, really, that Standstill deck just wants to play against other control decks. That's what it's trying to feed on. That's why in this Field of Oko it shows up. Past that, I don't know. I don't think we made any major mistakes. I think we missequenced some stuff, and we got majorly punished by misevaluating how we didn't see any red mana game one, so we misevaluated how easy it would be for him to remove the Oko.
Yep.
Once it was in play. And had we just kept the second Oko in hand and pitched the energy field instead, I think we win that match. So.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, I appreciate you having the patience and time to watch a non-blue player like me and teaching me through the ropes there. Thank you, Sam. For anyone watching as well, Sam, do you have a Twitter or anything you want to share, like about your deck?
No, I mean, I'm pretty non-existent on the internet.
Okay, cool.
Kind of...
That's all good. Well, if you do ever want to see Sam around, he's living in Washington. You'll see him around grinding the circuits, grinding and playing the local events. If the world opens back up. But thank you again.
Local events.
That's it. Thanks again, Sam. Appreciate it. It was really awesome. And again, if you guys are watching this content here from YouTube, feel free to join us here on the stream. We stream, not we, but I stream every Saturday, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. at twitch.tv/OneMissLeague. Go ahead and throw me a follow, and then you'll be able to see all the notifications of when I come online. Also, if you're watching from Twitch, I also put all my content on youtube.com/MrLeague. Go ahead and throw me a subscription there on YouTube. That's the best free way to help me on the channel here. And again, I just want to say wholeheartedly thank you, Sam. I know it was very impromptu to get you to submit your deck list here, but thanks again for joining me here on the stream and piloting one of your little brews here, playing some Blue-White Helm.
It was fun. Sad we didn't do a little bit better, but
no, dude. I'll be honest. On my stream here, whether we do well or not, I actually make the content mostly for entertainment, or at the same time just for learning and understanding and just creating the content for the world. So whether we 5-0 or not, great, cool. We feed the kids, but if not, we're here to just have content for Magic.
I definitely have to say that having played, talking to people before, it's a lot harder with two heads trying to communicate back and forth unless you have established kind of patterns. Because there were a couple times we misstacked ponders just because I was saying something as I know it to be, or how I would say it to somebody else who we've already established that with, and, bringing the helm straight to hand type things.
Gotcha. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? That comes with me. When you watch me play, either the colorless combo decks or the Khan decks, or the type of decks I like, right? Either Scapeshift Lands type of decks. I know from a quick instance, I don't even it's muscle memory, right? And that's one of the biggest things you can do in Magic, where you play the deck enough that you build the muscle memory that you don't even need to think about the small interactions like pondering, brainstorming, fetching, and turn, all that stuff. And that you use more of your mental power, your energy, in doing the more risky, sort of important choices in the game, right? So muscle memory takes care of all the small stuff, and then you spend all your energy and get to the point where you're less fatigued on doing the smaller stuff and spending your energy doing the harder decisions, right?
Yeah, I do have to say, I think if we'd had one more life point, we would have won that last game, because we would have been able to veil before going for the helm.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's what it is.
All right, awesome.
Anyway, you gotta head out.
Yeah, same.